Y'all know what time it is. Time for what? Time for what? Time for what? Time for what? This, that, what? This, that, what? Time for what? Time for what? This, that, what? This, that, what? We coming to vent on current events. Challz, TJ, and Fliz, people loving the gents. What a debate opinions of the brothers. Know your lovers love us, cuz us. Talk ish, you live in color. Every Wednesday, be getting it in at 9 p.m. Tap in, my friends, sliding right with them gems. Hip hop debate start them like engine gens. These mics powerful, been said again and again. Legit articles round the globe, and it depends on what's brought up and who can go pen for pen. Popping left with the guest, spicy talking the script. Back and forth, him to him, going flip for flip. Join into the excellent realm you stepped in. Catch a wreck and get it lit in the comment section. Tell somebody something that you might have heard. What? What? Spread the word. We'll pick up.
Hey, yo. Once again. The what jigga, what jigga, what jigga, what? My name is Challz Brown. Right next to me is
artist named Fliz.
Right next to him is
TJ Swords. Was popping, world.
We are the What Show. We glad to be here. Yo, raise a glass, gang. Raise a glass. Fliz, you got your water?
I got my diet.
Fliz got the diet Dr. Pepper. We got the Belvy
with the blackberries.
Listen, we're gonna have a great show tonight. Y'all know it's about to get crazy, gang. I know we wasn't here last week. Flizzy took a week off, so we all took a week off.
Now Flizz was big. He was doing daddy duties.
Yeah, I was on some bullshit.
He was on daddy duties shit.
Yeah, let us know how we sound. Flizz cracked the Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper need to cut the check too.
They got this blackberry flavor is fucking banging.
Yo, somebody else told me that too.
What? Dr. Pepper's banging?
Yeah, they got
blackberry
flavors.
They got
a bunch of different flavors.
They got strawberry cream and all that shit.
Strawberry cream, yeah.
Sure, if you find a shot of anything, bring me a shot. Bring me and TJ a shot.
Shorty's here?
She over there somewhere. And Flizzy might want a shot too.
I think Flizz should take a shot just because he hasn't taken a shot in a long time.
I've been drinking alcohol over a year.
Also, when we went out to eat, he hasn't asked for a drink. Usually he'll see something on the menu, be like, oh, that sounds good. Let me get one of those.
Yep.
And then one turns to two, and then we get Flizzy.
You don't want me intoxicated, yo.
we get Flizzy for shizzy. Listen, gang, Ebro in the building, salute. I know a lot of people. I didn't get a chance to promote this. I was going to promote it earlier, but listen, we got a crazy show. Sean Bass in the building, salute.
Peace.
Yellow Girl in the building, salute. Listen, y'all know we going to go crazy. First of all, I've been getting hit up for a couple days. Challz, are you going to tell us? Are you going to recap the Kendrick and SZA show? Because I went to the SZA show in Boston. While they sharing the show on their phone. That's what they do in the beginning of the show. So I'm gonna let them share that, and I'm gonna talk about this Kendrick show that I just went to on Monday night. Gang, listen, Kendrick and SZA got one of the best shows you will ever see. Kelly in the building. Listen, I saved it to watch later. Kelly, I'm gonna explain that, man. I deleted that Diddy video. That's what happened to it, because I put the Diddy video up, right? And the energy of it, I was like, you know what? I don't really care. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I just deleted it, bro. Like, I was like, you know what? I don't even want to bring this energy, because the energy it was bringing, it just wasn't good. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna delete that, because I don't like the energy of it. I just don't want bad vibes. You know what I'm saying? So my Diddy video is gone. I didn't want the bad vibes, even though I didn't say nothing crazy. It just felt like it was giving off energy that people wasn't receiving, right? You know what I'm saying? They wasn't feeling it like the way I was like, you know, I don't want to bring energy that ain't good energy. You know what I'm saying? So I deleted it. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what's going on. Salute Tiff in the building. Listen. I'll throw it up for the members. How about that? I'll throw that video up for the members.
Hey, that's a dope idea.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw it up for the members. So you know what it is? That's what I'll do. Because I don't want, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, I felt like it was triggering. You know what I'm saying? I was like, you know what? I don't want to offend people. But I'm gonna keep it moving. Listen, I want to talk about this Kendrick SZA situation, right? Me and wifey went. I put a whole video up on my page. It says 30 minutes at the Kendrick and SZA show in Boston. And we had a crazy time. Listen, when I tell you this woman SZA got a show, And this dude, Kendrick, though, Kendrick is putting on a hip-hop show. Like, you know how you go to an open mic and it's that one little dude that just spitting crazy? You like, bro, I don't know why you not on. Kendrick is the dude that's actually on. But if he was the dude that wasn't on, you'd be like, yo, why is he not on? Why he not signed? Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, you got like when Flawless came to my show, Flawless came in my show 18 years ago, right? Yep. And he came in and he was on some theatrics and shit because he circled the joint, like he circled everybody in the joint, went around the whole room with like a hoodie on, walking around silently. I'm like, who this motherfucker? Like, what is he doing? Like, gang.
He's sizing everybody up.
Yes. He was sizing everybody up, and then he grabbed the mic, and he was the little, I'm telling you, littlest dude in that joint. And he starts, yo, da 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 da. He started going crazy. I was like, oh yeah, cuz gonna be a star. Yep. So that's what I'm saying. This Kendrick show, we got there. Listen, I'm gonna tell you how crazy it was.
It was
right?
on time too, bro.
We literally
He said, guys, we made it on time.
We made it on time.
He lying.
No.
He wasn't on time. He lying.
No, you know what it was? It wasn't necessary. It was he hadn't started yet. So that means I was on time. But I think it started at it was like a 7:00 start time, right? And you got the ride to Boston could be anywhere from an hour. You can do it. You can get there in 45 minutes if you book it, if you catch the wave, right? But a bad trip to Boston might it might be an hour and a half from here. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? We end up catching a smooth wave. I think we got there probably 50 minutes. Got right to the venue. We go to the venue, gang. Listen, I get there. Parking increases as you get closer to the stadium. $20, $30, $40, $55. I'm like, all right, so I ain't going past 55 because right there, that's the stadium parking. It's hard to get out of there. So it was this lot right there that cost $55. Well, it's $50, and if you was paying by Venmo, it's $55. Yep. So she said, pull over there, da da da. So I pulled in. My Venmo won't scan, da da da. She said, well, sit over there and whatever. And then when you get it, come back. So I got it. I came back to her. She was dealing with all these other people. I was like, yo, this lady don't care. She don't care. I said, you know what? We just gonna go ahead and park and see what happens. So I went and parked. I said, come on, sir, we going in. She's like, no, don't you got? I was like, we good. This lady don't care. So we got free parking. That's already a bong. The joint was right there. I think we probably walked not even 7 minutes. Like, you know, that walking is crazy. You always got, you know what I'm saying?
You got to walk.
Gillette right there, the little parking lot. So I got free parking. We walking like 5 minutes. It was crazy. Then we get in there. I'm trying to get drinks, this, that, and the third. The show. After I sent that video, I said, we made it on time. I sent that picture. Soon as I did that, the lights go down. And he starts hitting whacked out murals. Yep. Start playing whacked out murals. He's rapping. I'm in line getting drinks, and he's rapping. He right there, but we on the floor. So I'm looking right. I can see all the way straight down. Yep. I can see the stage, but I'm in line. My seat's way over there. So it was like, yo, damn, it is what it is. So I go through. I got the video footage, bro. We get over there. The next beautiful thing is everybody's in that row. So they're like, just stay right there on the edge. So now we got the aisle. We in the aisle. So now we in the aisle. You know how we cutting up. We dancing down. You know what I'm saying? We just like this. The dude keep being like, yo, y'all got to stay behind the line.
Before you got there. I know he's pre-game.
A little bit.
I know.
Salute infamous Eli in the building.
You know that. There's always a pre-game.
Let me get these super chats. These chats. SM's in the building. Homebody, salute. Homebody in the building.
Yeah.
You know how it is. Victor in the building.
Tatted up Vic, what's popping, brother?
Tatted up Vic.
He hit me. I'm back from Detroit. Let me know when you need me in the studio.
We're gonna get to that NFL schedule. Vic, let us know how we sound. Let us know. Salute. Michael Brown in the building. Mike, Brown.
What's good, bro?
We need Mike back up here too. These sports getting close. When these sports get a little closer, Mike, we need you in here. Let me see. Charles, you think SZA was lip singing? I keep hearing reports of people saying she really singing at these shows. No, she really was singing at the show. It just sounds it's so good. And the note she was hitting, you can't hit that in a studio. You know what I'm saying? Like the stuff, like what I'm saying is it would sound canned. It would sound like it was in a studio, like they overmixed it. She was hitting, in my opinion, it sounded like she really was singing. So no, I didn't get the vibe that SZA was lip syncing at all. I mean, it was a lot of like moving and dancing and da. So I wouldn't blame her, but you don't pay for that. You know what I mean? So I don't think they would charge that kind of money and have her lip syncing. Again, gang, I can't say 100%, but it didn't look like she really was singing. I'm just gonna be honest. Miss Diva in the building, salute.
What's popping?
Sherry Ann in the building, salute. We just getting everybody in so we can get this show started. And so then I get in there. So I I say, can we get 2 drinks? She said, yeah, I got a lemonade with vodka, and then I got a beer, and I got a burger or something. So it was. They didn't really have. They had food, but it's finger stuff. Like
I'm talking about the drinks wise.
Listen. Let me explain something to you, TJ. I got them 2 drinks. We got 4 drinks, a pretzel, a hamburger, and maybe something. That shit was $100.
So 2 drinks a piece.
Yes, it was $100. 2 drinks a piece and some snacks. It was $100. I was like, oh no, so I don't need no more drinks. This is it. I'm good. Listen. I see you, Sam. Sam said I gotta talk about Ray Vaughn's response to Joey Badass. We're gonna get to that, but we're not gonna skip. We're not gonna skip over Joey killing that cipher. We're not skipping over that. We're gonna get to Ray Vaughn though. Victor, how we sound? Let me know. Vic. We gotta get Vic back up here too. Queen said her mic was on. Salute Queen in the building. Queen said the mic was on.
Word.
Michael said he'd be here next Wednesday. Yeah, I didn't get that. She did a hell of a show. This dude Kendrick got a hell of a show. And what I realized about Kendrick's show, you got to be a fan of his music because he's doing deep cuts. Mm-hmm. Like he's doing everything that's on. He's doing Euphoria and all that, but he's doing joints off Good Kid, Mad City. He's doing joints. He went all the way back, Section 80 type stuff. Like it was.
He was tapping in to see if you really rock with him, basically.
Right, yeah, it is what it. Call in the building. Salute. Can I Armin Trawl? Did I say that right? Armin Trawl Cofield. Y'all gotta excuse me because I can't always see all the way over there. Good evening, Charles and family.
Got his glasses on.
I look at Armin Troll.
That's what it looked like, right?
Yeah, Armin Troll. Like that,
yeah. And Vic said we sound good. So then Kendrick is rocking out, gang. I'm like, it's like they do this every night, gang. Like the dancers are doing their thing, they doing their little dun, 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 like gang. It was crazy. I really dug. I like the skits. I like everything. We never sat down. Like from the time we got out the car,
you spending your money.
Yeah,
that's a show, bro.
We never sat down. We walked from the car. We walked to the venue. We walked all through there. We got to our seats. We stood at I told you we was on the edge, so we could come and go. We go to the bathroom. It was beautiful. We didn't have to say excuse me. Nothing. It was just everything was perfect, eh? Only thing I did wrong.
Was good.
Let me see. Cost too much for concession stands. That's
shout out to Melissa. Yo,
that's a fact.
B-Court Illville in the building.
There it is. That's a fact. It's crazy. It was crazy, but I've never been to. I was kind of like not even trying to go. I'm beyond because I was like, gang. I was thinking about that traffic. I said when you going there coming back, it's bad. But it wasn't even that bad. When we came out, it was kind of bad. It was kind of bad. But by then you already happy because you already had the show. On his day ones was definitely in the building. Dead eyes. It was a good show. So I highly recommend it. If you can get there. That joint was packed. And I went on Twitter and this debate about seats behind the stage ain't sold out. That stage is too big. The stage they got these huge video monitors on both sides. And on the corner, they got another monitor up there, so you can't put nobody behind the seats.
But usually at concerts, they don't have nobody back there.
Right. Like but the Drake people trying to make it a thing that he couldn't, because Charlamagne on Breakfast Club said that when the venue don't sell all the seats behind the stage, they'll block it off and make it like they not for sale. But that's not true. It's really not a lot of people who use the behind the stage.
Behind the stage anyway.
Right.
Really
but that is an actual topic on Twitter. So I made a video. I told you I put a video up. That joint had 150,000 views already because I said I want to put this to bed about I said the venue was packed and the stage is too big. It was sold out. But that's the whole conversation. So it's wild. I saw some clips of the dancers. They ate dead ass. Shout out to the choreographer.
Pusha T was there?
Pusha T was at the... No, he wasn't. I didn't see no Pusha T. Unless he was in the back or something. I didn't see Pusha T. He didn't bring him out. Let me say that. He might have been there, but he didn't bring him out. Let me see. What else going on? Joe Budden and his crew paid all that money buying merch just to hate him. Oh, they hated? I didn't see the episode. I didn't know they hated on it.
Real?
But they got reasons. Like cousin that billionaire shirt, fire salute.
Oh, yeah. You know I'm sliding. Cuz. You know I'm sliding. For sure. All colors too.
D-Lopes in the building.
Shout out to Biz.
Let me see what else going on. We're gonna keep it. That's common sense though, unless the stage was in the middle of the floor. Queen, you right, but you would be surprised with these people on Twitter. They're concocting the craziest scams. They're so mad about this battle. It's been a year, gang. They still mad about this battle. So now they got to count seats and see if it's empty seats and see if people didn't go to the show. They man not dropping no music right now. So the man is streaming right now. So he a streamer now. So they really bent gang is really crazy out here. Let me see what's going on. Yellow Girl. They only have seats available behind the stage when they have a stage in the middle. Right. They would put it in the center. They would put it in the center. And then somebody was on my post like showing talking about Ed Sheeran. They putting up his numbers. I'm like, gang, y'all gotta.
They bugging.
Come on, man. Y'all doing now. We compete with Ed Sheeran and this and that. It's like let's just enjoy each other's company, gang. Like just you got your side. Be on your side. Wait till your man do his. Now they talking about a Nicki and Drake stadium tour is about to come. That's gonna be the big. They gonna now they gonna do Nicki and Drake. Now this is the thing on Twitter. Nicki and Drake stadium tour gonna blow that tour out the water. Yeah, Nicki and Drake not even speaking.
Yeah.
I
don't think none of them even.
I would like to see them. Yeah.
Speaking.
Joe said there are things he like and dislike about the show, but wouldn't call it hate. Yeah, he is streaming. That's a fact. Salute. We're gonna get to a whole bunch of shit. Let me see Homebody while Drake's still making those duck lips online. Dead ass.
Come on, man.
So listen, gang, I got a lot to talk about. I don't know if my comrades have watched this Joey Badass Ab-Soul. I sent it to y'all. Y'all probably didn't watch it yet, though.
That.
We will talk about that. Joey Badass.
I didn't watch it yet.
Ab-Soul. I'm gonna play it right now.
I was on that before you even sent that. That show was
crazy. It popped up on my shit, but I was moving and grooving, so I ain't really had no time.
But I had to go do some studying because I didn't know what the back and forth was about between Joey Bada. So I started searching. I was like,
he's throwing shots at the West Coast. Basically.
Yeah, I was like, what's going on? I said, what was said to him
but
first?
He was doing
and all
that before,
that.
though. What's the last joint he dropped?
He dropped a song called The Ruler's Back a couple months ago. And he said too much West Coast dick licking in regards to the West Coast dudes, in regards to the country riding on Kendrick. Everybody saying the West Coast this, West Coast that, which is I like I said before, some New York shit. You know how these New York niggas is, but you know what I'm saying? They get like that sometimes. So it's like, it ain't nothing really. It ain't nothing new. New York dudes be getting like when the tide shifts sometimes. Let's just be honest. We got Tim Dog talking about F Compton and all that. It is what it is. So it's some good old fashioned New York hate. But he was just saying he was just bringing out hip hop. What you think, Fliz? It was just hip hop or?
I think it's rap. Yeah, I think it is hip hop. Just to be honest with you, that is some hip hop shit.
So I want to see. Let me see some. I want to play this. I want to play this because I know Fliz seen it. But what's happened? Ray Vaughn already responded
a couple of times.
Yeah, no, I've been watching it all night. Like I'm just gonna be honest.
Like that cipher was top notch.
Yeah, top
to bottom bars. Like not like some bullshit bars. I mean poetic thought.
So I'm gonna put this on. I'm gonna play this whole joint. We gonna have a session. We're gonna listen to this.
Put your thinking ears on too.
No, this for spit. I'm about to play the whole joint. 6 minutes long.
I'm telling them, if you haven't watched this, put your thinking ears on. There's bar that you got that like double and triple entendres.
It's called the Red Bull Spiral Freestyle.
Bro, all three of these cats lost.
They went nuts. Listen, they go nuts.
So what? Joey Badass said
Joey Butters. No. It's a Big Sean.
Big Sean.
Ab-Soul down with TDE, and then Joey Badass goes last. I said Joey Badass murdered that joint. They all murdered.
They all did.
We respect all. This joint so good. You're gonna want to hear it over and over. I'm dead ass. I'm not. We just missing. We just missing this. We just missing this.
For the ride back home.
Yeah, you're gonna want to hear this joint. This joint knocking. I wanted that Mustard GNX. Did you listen to Ray response? I did. We're gonna talk about that, but I'm not letting Ray Vaughn listen. I know these West Coast dudes, they want to, like Kendrick, they want to ruin the moment and da-da-da. No, we're not going to ruin the moment. We're going to stay focused. The freestyle, the Red Bull freestyle bangs. Now, he's here.
Hold up. So here's what I'm about to say.
Go ahead.
So he's coming at the West Coast, but Ab-Soul's on it?
Right.
You'll see. You'll watch.
So Ab-Soul and him been friends forever. So when Joey came with that Ruler's Backtrack and said that Kendrick line, people lost their mind. I did a video on it. The people lost their mind. The whole West Coast was like, yo, he coming to the West. He got about 10 responses. Ray Vaughn is on TDE, a young dude on TDE. He wanted the responses, right? So now Ab-Soul was like, it's just rap. That's my man. Da 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 da. So Ab-Soul addresses that in the freestyle. He says, you put me in a sticky situation. Da da da. So they address it. He was like, I'm just a shooter. I just wanted to get your attention. Da da da. So what it was when he said that line about too much West Coast dick licking, everybody was like, Ab-Soul, then you got to get him. Ab-Soul never got him because so many people jumped at him first from TDE. So it is what it is. So I'm going to play the cipher. The stands of the bubble bath rap are certified psychos. That's a fact. Let me see. That cipher was fire. Big Sean episode, Joey Badass. Yep. Homebody, we gonna get into that right now. Let's have a little. Let me see if I'm gonna share this screen real quick. Screen share.
All right, let's get it.
Select the tab. So share that tab, right? I don't know if it's gonna. Let me see. Nah, we gonna have a good time. All right, so that's that. All right, we ready to go. I'm gonna blow this up a little bit. I just know we be having trouble sometime with I know we be having trouble sometimes. Let me see. And I can do it better than that, gang. There it is. So we gonna play this cipher right now, live and direct. Joey Badass eating his roll. Dag, dead ass. So let me play this. Now we're gonna play this whole joint. Let me turn this up too. We gonna have fun. And I know I'm not gonna get demonetized because I got it on my video earlier and they didn't demonetize me. So TJ, this. Yeah.
Whole shit crazy, yo.
Talk to me.
The whole shit crazy.
I'm gonna say something on air though. Can we get a me, you, Flizzy to that beat? We do our own.
Well, let's get it.
Let's get it.
That's
Say less.
I'm
gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at that. Listen, gang. First of all, I want to say salute to the Pele jacket he rocking.
Fly shit.
That Pele. This nigga about to bring back the Pele.
I think I need one for the winter.
That shit's fire. I'm just gonna be honest. I think I
need to have one of those on in the peanut butter Tim video.
I think you're right. You're right, gang. Listen, that's why I'm not gonna ruin the moment. That's bananas. Now, Rayvon already responded. We get all that. We're not ruining the moment. We're not doing the family matters and then we drop and meet the grant. We're not doing that. We want to stay focused. That joint is bananas. No matter what happened after the fact. Sean spit. Right, Flizzy?
Yep. Everybody went in, man.
Ab spit. And Joey spit. And what I got to say is they've been coming at Joey for months. And Joey been quiet. So that to me, and I know dudes got a lot to say in the comments, but that to me is a hell of a response.
No, he went stupid, yo.
He got a hell of a response. That was one of the best cipher joints I heard in a very long time.
This straight up, man. Like, and the way it came out, like it was in the perfect order of rapper too. That joint went like, and Joey just said, "Let me take this home, fellas." I was like, "I got this." Like, chill, I got this.
No. I stopped it. That's what happened. I stopped. But listen, let me see. Damn, I missed out. Shit, got yeeted. What's good? Yeah, that was crazy. Beast Nation in the building. Salute. Yeah, it's crazy, gang. It's crazy. Joey got one more time. Denise said, yeah. Dara said Joey got more time than them. He cheated, but he flew. All of them did. So listen, they told them dudes to write their verse. They wrote what they wrote. He just went long. I don't think Ab wanted more time. I think Ab did what he did. Sean did a long time too.
Yeah, Sean did his thing too.
Everybody he did his thing, gang. Like that beat crazy. Like you can't front on nothing about that record. I don't know. I haven't seen nobody front on it. People got their favorite. Nah, he ain't eat. This guy ate. A lot of people.
Everybody ate.
And some people really, I'm be honest, bro. And I know some dudes gonna challenge me, but some people disappointed at Ab. They saying Ab should have went more at Joey. Because it's really what it is. It's they all low-key battling. It's a friendly battle if you're paying attention. And they coming at each other. It's like a roast.
Yep.
But they're not being nasty or vicious. And he subs
being disrespectful, basically.
But he subs Kendrick again in there. That's what people are a little bit mad about. But I think he subbed Kendrick. I think he subbed the whole, like everybody. Like, listen, bang, bang. I said, let me see.
I'm a shooter.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I cut. They probably saying because I cut the video off. I stopped it because it was over. It was good going to another video. I didn't want another video to come on. I said I blame Drake. That's funny. Listen, I blame Drake for everything. But listen, let me see. They think that was me, gang. That was me. That was me. The video was over, gang. Like it was all verses that went. The video was over, unless it was over. Wasn't over for them yet. Maybe it was lagging. Let me see. They said Drake put the video. That's hilarious. Let me check these comments, man. Y'all bugging out. Rewind, run the live back. Dead ass. Salute to Paul Frears in the building. Salute Paul Frears in the building. Beach Nation in the building, Taiwan in the building. Salute Taiwan.
See what's popping.
It's getting closer. Taiwan's getting closer. We're gonna be out of town real soon.
Management in the building.
Oh, the whole live went out. Oh, the whole live must have went down. Shit, hold up. Damn, I didn't know that. Maybe when I clipped that, sharing, we went down. Damn, my bad.
Because I was watching it at first when you left the room, it was still going.
Yeah, I don't know. They saying we lost it.
Word.
Nah, Big Sean deserves more respect. What is it about Big Sean? I want to talk to y'all. Let's have a real quick conversation. Because I imagine he be spitting. I imagine when I say stuff, the person I'm saying it about is watching, right? So, and I said that Sean was spitting on my. I said Sean was spitting, but I don't really watch. I don't listen to whole Sean. When I listen to whole Sean albums, I'm not really a Big Sean album person, but I like his features. What do you think is missing? Is anything missing, Flizzy? In your best opinion, what is it with Big Sean?
As far as missing, I don't think anything's missing. I think it's preference. Because I know and have met people who absolutely love Big Sean.
Mm-hmm.
It's your preference. His brand of rap is gonna gear towards certain people. You know, it's very slick. It's very oh God, and the picture like this, and you know what I mean? And he'll get all that fluid. You know, if you gotta always be down with that, and he sticks to his formula. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but also it's not just that. I think some people are jealous of Big Sean's success.
I agree.
I think they don't believe that he deserves what he has. Just how he came in the game, I rapped in front of Kanye. He signed me on the spot. So it's like I think a lot of people feel like, which ain't a bad way to get in the game, but
Freeway did the same thing.
Some people look at it like you just rapped in front of Kanye and just blew up.
Beanie did the same shit. It was the same situation with Jay.
Yeah, Beanie did the same thing. Yeah,
I think some people take offense to that.
You see the shirts. I need all colors. Biz. I'm about to go on tour. I need all colors.
Yeah, I think some people take offense to that, and not only that. This is what it is, gang. And Big Sean said this when Kanye went on Drink Champs, and this Big Sean, like he was the biggest mistake I ever did, right? He was saying Big Sean was the biggest mistake ever.
Yep.
Big Sean was offended because he said, bro, I'm the only one that was on good music that was making any money then. He said my reign was long, it was big. I make big records.
No, that's facts though.
I make hits.
He wasn't even dropping at that time, right?
Huh?
Pusha T.
No, Pusha T wasn't dropping
at that time.
And what he would drop would get underground love, but it wasn't. No, I'm saying it wasn't pushing the needle.
Yep.
I love saying the only problem with Sean is his delivery. He don't sound believable. Y'all think that's it? That Big Sean don't sound believable?
I think it's his cadence and stuff. It's like you know. I always want to be that guy.
Say it.
But no, I'm trying to like articulate it well. It's the sometimes rap gotta sell the fairy tale and the bravado and the hype, you know.
Yep.
If people want to believe, you gotta put that big voice. It's like even when like a Will Smith sounding like Rakim for Summertime, he had to bring his voice down. And it's like when I do my class with the kids, I'm like, you said this, I don't believe you. You know what I mean? It's sometimes with rap, you gotta make people believe you by putting your voice up and down and by putting a little and because a lot of the kids who rap with that same monotone, it's like I don't believe you. You know, and I think like
just sounds so laid back.
Yeah, and I think Big Sean got a high pitch that stays like this, and it doesn't sound like I'm a tough guy and I can talk all this shit. You know,
right? That's the part. Part of it is the I'm not a tough guy.
Yep.
Which is part of his appeal. That's why he can get those little. He can get the high school gym. They can play it in the gym and and sports events and like he can get even if it's I don't fuck with you. Just take the F out. Yeah. It's a hit. They playing it everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So
he's just a charismatic guy. You know, he.
That's what I was gonna say. That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Yeah. Salute the Infinity Jug in the building. Sean ain't even jealous of his own success. Let me see what Chop wrote. Damn, I'm better go back. They calling him Big Mid.
Chop, what up?
Chop in the building. Big Sean. Chop just came off a birthday too. Big Sean. Dark Sky Paradise is to me the album.
It just came off of you.
He just came off birthday. Big Sean. Dark Sky Paradise is to me the album. So you like Dark Sky Paradise? That's the new joint that just came. Chop said, and Chuck, yes, that Pele was dope. That was fire. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. That joint. First of all, you ain't gonna buy. You probably can't buy that. Just gonna be honest.
That's all right.
Let me see. JB Monroe says
I know
Sean
gonna make some shit.
You know me.
Sean had a good moment. Listen, this is what we don't understand. So let me think about when Sean first came. Sean first big record was oh my gosh, not I don't fuck with this way before that. It's
Rack City?
That's
Wasn't
my
it Rack City?
No.
I don't my click.
Oh, you ain't
click.
fuck with my click. That's right.
That shit was fire.
That was banging.
In the hood.
Yeah.
Every radio, every day was my click.
Shout out to the Resistance because we actually did a
Listen.
freestyle over that years ago. Me and the Resistance.
We going to get Sean his respect.
Cannon vibes.
I ain't gonna go that far.
I can't see, maybe early.
Wow.
You know what it is? It's like you got a room full of tough ass rappers out of that, but he winning. So guess what? Why is this nerdy, doofy? You know what I'm saying? Like soft, This dude. So you thinking what a rapper supposed to be, and he don't fit that. I think that's
And he a little on the light skin side. You know, if he hate
Hey.
No, I'm not
saying. Hey, all that makes Hey,
no, let's be real. Let's be real. Whether it's in hip hop or the hood, historically the light skin cats gotta freaking put their foot in shit. Excuse my language.
Matter of fact, how many light skin guys?
Light skinny soft. Let's be honest.
How many light skin guys do we really put in that pocket?
Redman, hard as hell.
Redman is one of them.
I don't put Redman in the too light skin. He's kind of on that cusp.
You don't think so?
He's lighter skinned than I am, but I don't put him in the light skin. Like he's not like bright. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you know what too? Beast Nation got a point. I wonder if Kanye was saying Sean was a mistake because of the control record. No, Kanye just an asshole. It wasn't about no control record. But
I got me thinking who's the hardest light skinned cat.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean about that
bro?
control. Y'all think Sean got bodied on his control record?
Wait, what's
It was Big Sean, Jay Electronica, and Kendrick. That's the control verse. That verse would have killed anybody's record. That just be honest. But maybe that's something that people holding against him too. And he been trying to live up to that for years, that he was on the control record and nobody remembers that it's his song. Nobody remembers that it's Big Sean's song. And he was salty about that.
That's cool, but that's like the college joint. All you're thinking about is Jay-Z's verse.
The what song?
That even overpowered Wayne and Ross.
With Khaled. Yeah. With God did, yeah. That overpowered Rick Ross and Lil Wayne. Let me see. Illy Philly, Sean stay popping ish, but it don't match with reality. Sean Cannon. See, they give it. Wow. This is what it is. This is what it is. This dude got Janae Aiko, platinum records, could pack out shows, and he's still getting Nick Cannon vibe. What they saying? I try to respect the man, but I don't. I try to listen to the last album. It started off good. It was good, okay, but blah blah blah. But it's just like, I don't know. It's not bad. It's not good. It's just I gotta go back to it. Let's leave it at that.
I was about to say that because, to be honest, I don't remember the last album. Respectfully, I say that.
Big Sean had to sue Kanye because he was playing with him. I think Sean was settled for $2 million, but said Kanye really owed him $4. Yeah, you gotta take what you can get. But he still probably didn't pay him yet.
I'll take the $2 million and keep it moving. Fuck it.
He probably didn't even pay him. To be honest, probably didn't even pay him. Let me see what's going on. Big Sean is authentic and well spoken, and that is not what the majority don't like it. That's true. Big Sean he's authentic, and I think sometimes I think we're there now, Fliz. I think we're able to digest just come as you are now, but years ago we wanted this puffed up image of a rapper. Yo, Killer Bees, you know what I'm saying? We just wanted you to have a character. We wanted it to be Wu-Tang. You can't touch my Wu-Tang. So
you wanted the fairy tale. Like,
you wanted a.
You didn't want to see
I ain't gonna say fairy tale, but I know what you mean.
I call it the fairy tale.
What, your character?
Yeah, it's like you want to see the character. No one wanted to hear when Sticky Fingers said, "Yo, if you do this, you just stupid." You know what I'm saying? And when Dre said it, and it's like, "Yo, this is a business." When Onyx and them was saying that, you wanted to hear like, "No, we do it." Well, when I was young, I wanted to hear that. But yo,
so you're saying like an ODB, like you think that's a character? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
so ODB is the only one that wasn't a character.
I'm like, I don't know about ODB.
Then again, he turned it on a little bit too. Let's be honest.
I mean, you got to play with it. Pause. But it's like that's his character, though.
Yeah. Like,
Tempest, I'm not ignoring you. I promise I see you. I don't know if I'm gonna play the Ray Vaughn because that's a TDE record and they might flag my show. So I don't know. But go ahead, Fly. I didn't mean to cut you. I just
Like,
he
you know
keep
what I'm
writing,
saying?
I keep, you know what I'm saying?
Like
Oh, she. I'm sorry, Tempest. I'm sorry.
like I mean like ODB, like you would think that as a character, but like that's really him. All of that extra, the singing and
Yep.
know what I mean, him with the bulletproof vest and going to the fucking, he's a superstar pulling up to the damn welfare office where
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But
Like, that's
ODB
really
was
him.
just ignorant. Like he was just ghetto.
Yeah.
He was going to get his welfare check. He was
Like,
really with dead ass.
In his mind, he's like, fuck it. This money, that money, it's sort of it's money.
He's
He was dead ass.
acres in a mule.
And ODB wasn't rich like that. ODB messed his money up bad. So he really needed them checks low key. He was going in the welfare getting his food stamps.
But take like the ODB before ODB. Let's take Biz Markie.
Yeah.
Biz Markie was a
Facts.
total act. You know, all the crazy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
You
it
say
was,
that because there was ghostwriters and shit like that? Well, not really.
no.
We
I'm
know
saying
Big Daddy
because
Kane wrote the records. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, that too. But I'm saying people in his circle was put him on blast. Like Biz Markie was smart. He was intelligent.
yeah.
He wasn't just bumbling kind of dude.
Did you watch the documentary?
I didn't.
Which
You
documentary?
guys,
The Wu-Tang?
No, the Biz Markie documentary.
No,
Nah,
bro.
first I'm hearing
You
about
telling me something new.
No. I put it in the group chat last year
Damn, I don't remember that, bro. Sorry.
when it came out. I'm like, yo,
I'm
you
mad
watch
now.
this shit?
I wish I would have seen that.
No, it's on Prime. Go watch the joint.
All right, I
All
will.
right, I'll watch it.
I'm
Dead
100%. That's right
the
on
way
my
they
alley.
did that, I swear, like you know, like how we talked about the Tupac one that was on Hulu.
Yeah. Which was
It's great
like that.
Okay. All right.
It's the way they did it.
Now you raising the bar,
No, I'm
gang.
dead serious though. The way
That's
they
a
did
big.
it,
Listen.
and then put it like this. It's like the characters was like Muppets. Like, you know what I mean? Like it was some dope shit.
Interesting. Okay.
And I mean, it's sort of like, what's the movie that Pharrell got? And everybody's Lego.
Pharrell's movie, the Lego movie. I don't know the name of it, but
I
something like
forgot
that.
the name of it, but
Slack
it's
Boogie in the
some
building.
dope shit like that. Slack, what's popping? It's some dope shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's some creative shit.
You sold me. Dead ass. So let me see. There's a lot going on in the they having a whole conversation in the chat. ODB, Darius in the building. Let me see. Yeah, it's going crazy. If your voice is bad, I don't want to hear your ass. I don't think Big Sean got a bad voice. I think it's a different voice. And I mean, let's be honest, we can't say that he's not good because just, you know what I'm saying? It's like people say Kevin Hart ain't funny, then Kevin Hart pack out the stadium.
Yeah.
So which one matters? Like everybody saying he ain't funny or
It's your cup of tea. It's your taste.
packing out the stadium?
Like what's your flavor in it? Like I can name some. I met some diehard Big Sean fans.
Mm-hmm.
Like these cats is like, yo, Big Sean's that dude. I'm like, all right, that's what's up. I can't take that away from you.
Yeah, I mean,
but then I hear people like, you know, say what you see. Like,
because in my video that I did earlier, Flizzy, not to cut you off, but I was talking about Big Sean and that, and I didn't say like, it sounded like I wasn't being as positive or whatever. So Detroit people was like, yo, stop playing with Big Sean. Big Sean is that dude. Da, da, da. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
wait, Vic ain't come at you?
Yeah, he might ain't see it. Marlon
Shout
in the building.
Infinite. What up, Infinite?
Infinite in the building. Salute. Let me see what else we got going on. Kanye reminds me of a Diddy.
But not just to put a stamp on that one.
Rapper.
I think we think in this show, I think we're all Big Sean respecters.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah, it's not even about like, you know what I'm saying? We're not going crazy. We just not up or down. We fine with the dude. Mm-hmm. I think he can spit. I think he held his own on that record. I liked a lot of his bars. And when I did my video, his verse is one of the bars I stopped on because he said something like spitting like a bulimic.
Yep.
He said spitting like a bulimic. I had money before power. He said unique. I had money before the power. He put a play on words that he's unique, but he had money before the power because unique is on power. Like he got at, like I told you, all of them was going at each other. And I like his bars. Let me see. ODB was getting paper food stamps. The Biz Doc is on Prime.
Yeah.
Is there Pac? If you ain't seen that Pac documentary, you need to cut us off and go watch it.
Slack for real?
No, it's on Hulu.
Yo, Slack's like hip hop. Like,
Pac,
when you think of Slack, you think of hip hop.
Yeah, that Tupac documentary is the best documentary I've seen in my life.
Slack,
and I've seen about 2,000 documentaries. That damn Tupac documentary
that's on another level.
Is the best documentary I've ever seen.
Did that win any type of awards? It should though, right?
Hit me up, Marlon. Hit me up, Infinite. We'll talk. Make it work. We make it happen. What you say now, TJ?
You all with Blake?
Yeah,
I don't know what's
TJ.
going on.
He sound like Lil Man on the mic. Sean is nice. His voice might throw people off. He sound like Lil Man on the mic. His voice might throw people off for whatever reason. He got the bars, but you know what it is too. And I saw this on Twitter a couple months ago. They nominated Big Sean for corniest bars in rap.
Wow.
And they started doing a thread, and people started putting his bars, like clipping his bars, and putting them in the thread. So that really happened too. So we gotta keep it a buck. That happened, and this was like 6 months ago where they did a thread of the corniest Sean bars, and I didn't think all of them was corny, but
that's gonna happen with any rapper if you focus on every bar and pick the corniest ones. I can do that with Jay-Z. Like you can do that with Biggie.
You can't do that with Jay. Don't do that.
Yes, you can.
Don't say that.
Bars?
Every rapper, well, most rappers have a bar.
Everybody got something that they can say suspect.
What I mean? It's like, yeah, this was suspect. So if you focus on someone you don't like, it's gonna be easy to do that.
Yeah, and some bars I thought was legit. Somebody else would be online and be like, "Let's try." They'll write the exact bar that I thought was dope, and they'll be like, "This is garbage." Like, you know, they taking Kendrick bars and making them like trash. Like, yo, so it's like you can make anything, almost anything trash.
And like, yeah, exactly. I was watching this dude online break down why Tribe Called Quest was garbage. He said, and I swear, because he did that. He went through every line. Like he goes, "I float like gravity. Gravity's actually the opposite.
I hate these niggas. And this is what I hate, bro.
He picked every Tribe Called Quest song apart and did that.
It ain't many motherfuckers I want to punch, Joe. I would slap that motherfucker.
But you see what I'm saying? If you pick someone you don't like and do that, you can break down a lot of corny shit that you think is whack. You know what I mean? Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta let it go and like, all right,
So I used to work at the airport, and when that song came out, we're on a world tour with my. He said, my styles are fat like a DC-20 aircraft. Yep. My friend tapped me and said, there is no such aircraft. Yeah. He said that aircraft doesn't exist. I was like, oh, damn. But everybody loves that line. It sounds dope as shit. There's no DC-20 aircraft. But he wrote it. It sounds dope. Now you get this asshole, fucking Gen Z asshole, gonna break the shit down. There is no like, fuck out of here. We used to just respect your bars. Now, he said, they'd be like this. He tried to rhyme influenza. Like the fuck, whatever he said after, that's what he wrote, bro. Let it live, bro. Let me say, reject the big Sean.
But back then, you're like, oh, this shit was dope as fuck.
We're not disrespecting Sean. Hold on, which Pac documentary? The one about, so there's a Pac documentary just came out last year. It's called Dear Mama, I believe. It's called Dear Mama.
Yeah.
This shit's the best documentary. I don't know about the other shit, but the Dear Mama joint that Homeboy did. Hughes Brothers, they was mad that he did it. They said he shouldn't do the Tupac.
I was dope.
He was the best person for it, and they still try to nitpick it and say, "Oh, da." No, I said no. That joint to get. But the first episode give you chills, bro. Like as soon as it come on, it get you. It's 4 parts. First episode give you chills. Fact. If you ain't gotta be a Pac fan. This dude's story is so incredible. It gives you chills, bro. Mm-hmm. You're like, gang, like, yo, some of y'all niggas. I mean. If you cry, it's okay. It's okay if you cry. If it make you cry, it's okay. Let me see. Sean said my crew deeper than Wu-Tang. What's wrong with that, Slack? What we talking about?
What's wrong with that line?
See what I mean? But I'm gonna tell you what they do now, Fliz. I'm gonna tell you what they do that I'm starting to hate. I'm starting to hate hip hop critics. Not even critics, the people online. Now they getting a microscope and they going straight to genius. They're gonna look at your words. Some of them gonna print it out. And they're going to read every line. Now, these are not, most of the motherfuckers that's critiquing are not rappers. They've never wrote a rap in their fucking life. But they'll sit there and they'll critique every single dissect. I don't like that. I'm like, if the verse is hot, it's hot.
Let it be hot.
you going through every line, Like, and I get it. We microanalyze all this shit. Like we did this with Drake and Kendrick. We microanalyze every fucking line. Everything J. Cole said, every line, We micromanage this shit. And we out of control. I'm beyond. It's us. We the problem. Yeah, Sherry said I definitely don't play about no tribe. Yeah, I'm fighting, and that's like this other narrative too. What's like said? I saw that phrase. I was
you talking about the tribe thing? Yo, if you talking about the tribe thing, yeah, he was like when he was mad at the line. I float like gravity, never had a cavity. Yeah. And he was like, yo, he was just breaking Tribe down and mad like lyrics.
Now I want to see that. I'm mad now.
I was just watching this online. This dude was just killing Tribe lyrics. He was like, these dudes are so overrated.
I'm gonna tell you the other thing they did online, Flair. They did this a couple years ago, and it caught steam, and it turned it into a TV show. They said it's a video that came out on YouTube, probably I want to say maybe 12 years ago or so, and they said that the Karate Kid, that Daniel was the real villain of Karate Kid.
Oh, there was a narrative, but
I can't stand that shit.
No, that was fly how they did that. They did that as a promo for the Cobra Kai series.
No, this was before the Cobra Kai.
No, that's what I'm saying.
No,
that's
but
what I'm saying. They were starting to. That was the draw on how Cobra Kai started coming to be. Because you notice Johnny Lawrence was the protagonist,
right?
In Cobra Kai.
No, he was the antagonist.
No, he was the protagonist in Cobra Kai.
In Cobra Kai.
And Karate Kid, he was the antagonist.
Yeah. Right.
So they flipped the story, and you kind of saw like, you know what? Daniel was kind of an asshole. If you
but you know what though? No.
He was getting bullied though.
You know what?
He was. But
I'm gonna tell you, they really had a point, Fliz. I'm gonna be honest, they had a point. The way they flipped it, it was like Johnny just was with his girl, and here come this little motherfucker trying to take his girl. Yeah, they made it.
His girl was just
if you look at it from Johnny's eyes,
she invited him to the damn.
She invited him.
It's about perspective. Yeah, it's about perspective. Did y'all see
the storyline is really like shit that really happened in high school?
So Johnny's boy. He was a privileged bully at the time. He was a privileged asshole. But yo. Quick thing, y'all see the new season started to All American. I've been started binge watching on Netflix. American? Season 7,
the football show.
The football joint.
I don't watch that.
Oh man, I love that goddamn show.
I don't watch.
Hold up, flag on the field.
Yo, All American.
I don't watch it. Maybe I should.
Yo,
I can binge it if it's
All
like
American is fire.
Like season 1, bro.
You gotta hear that's all.
There's spin-offs and everything.
Okay. I don't like the spin-off.
All right, so then I gotta watch it then.
Yeah, I don't like that spin-off. Yeah.
You like it? No Homecoming Drone?
It was
Did it get canceled?
Nah, it's still popping.
Okay, so there it is. They killing Sean in the car. They give all his damn balls. What do you say? I'm all ears. In other words, I'm here for you.
See, there's nothing wrong with that line to me.
Yo, that's just.
You know what it is? He take chances, bro. He take chances. He take chances. Let's just be honest.
You know what? When he was in the booth, he felt that pulse. He was like, "Yeah." He
take chances, gang.
I don't see anything wrong with that line. I'm all ears. In other words, I'm here for you.
Yeah.
Like shout out to my man Cole Cash, right? Cole Cash
new joint. Yo, shout out to Cole Cash. He got 2 new joints that he just dropped.
He got 2? I didn't hear him.
Which one are you talking about?
No, I was talking about joint he did with me.
All right, my bad. But he got 2 new joints. Shout out to Cole Cash, yo.
He said something like he said like something no hair on my ball. You know what I mean? He flipped the word ball to flip like meaning bald, but it was this triple entendre line. I'm not saying it, but it was like, yo, that line was like to me. I'm like that line was stupid, but you can do that. What they just get to the line. It's like to me, I'm like that was a clever line, but it just don't. If you read it in a certain tone, it don't sting like that.
Yeah, you got so that's what I'm thinking. Like if you print out somebody raps and read it just the way you just would read a freaking homework paper, it's gonna sound trash. The person put the personality to it.
You recording it.
Yeah, the beauty and curse when people get into these raps and their art, they overly critique, not understanding the craft. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's like a person sitting home over critiquing what football players and basketball players are doing.
Yep.
It's plays they're running, there's things going on. The coach is making them do this. He didn't drop the ball. He was told to run that way, and then the ball was overthrown. Like it's a lot of things that we don't know, but we're gonna critique it anyway. And that's kind of
side dog was popping.
We on a roll like, oh, there's another one. We on a roll like we did good in college.
On a roll.
Right.
He said honor roll. He flipped honor roll to honor roll.
It's a double entendre.
Yo, that's the entendres. You gotta get in there on that.
Stats is like no.
No.
We honor roll.
That's not it.
No.
That's like
side dog in the building. Salute.
What was the line? But Money said he said I would have to get stomped out by 40 people in order to meet a defeat. But he said 80 feet. Because 40 people create 80 feet. Yeah. I have to get, it was an Eminem line.
Yeah.
But you just say, he goes, I have to get stomped out by 40 people in order to meet a defeat. And it's like, oh, snap. Like he said 80 feet.
80 feet of the feet. That's dope.
Yeah, so it's such a shit like that. I like shit like that, bro. I can't lie. That shit is fire.
Sometimes motherfuckers don't want to think.
No, when he said, on the song, he said with Busta, he goes, is my mind scrambled? Is my mind scrambled because I'm lit? He said, I'm lit. Is my mind scrambled because I'm lit?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was like, yo, rah, rah, rah. Like, get over that. Like, yo, I was like, that shit is
Stat
fire.
said, Sean got the dad joke bars on deck.
Wait, hold on. What did he say?
Sean got the dad joke bars. That's fucked up. Stat.
Yo.
That's cold, man. Listen, first and foremost, if Sean out there watching, man, listen, I'm gonna give you
I
your
like
props.
you, Sean.
Salute the show.
You did your thing. Everybody in the hood was rocking with Click. Let's just be honest. You did your thing, so I'm gonna give you your flowers, man. Side dog in the building, the church in the building. Salute. Yo, he said
Church.
the dad joke bars. Let me see what else we got going on, because then we're gonna talk about Tory in a minute when TJ get back. Let me see. Sherry is not having it. She's like, listen, I'm not flipping on Sean. That's my guy.
Yo.
And I like that. I hate when people flip. If they can flip you in the chat, then you really wasn't a fan in the first place.
Yeah, I know, right?
One
Stand your ground, Sherry.
one bad night in the chat, and now you hate Sean. Like, you can't.
Stand your ground.
Nah, we can't do that. Getting money under their nose, that's a mustache.
Yeah.
Bro, hold on, bro. That's a dad joke, gang. That's funny. Getting money under their nose, that's a mustache. Listen.
That sounds like a battle rap bar.
It could be.
No, like, all right, Daylight said something to the effect of something shells in your back. That's a turtle. That was a day, yo. They battle bars like that.
That low key, it can go either way. You know what that bar is? Imperial stats. That's a bar. If he say it right, I guess it can fly. That's funny though. I'm just gonna be honest. Getting money under their nose, that's a mustache. A mustache. Get it? A mustache. Get it?
It's a mustache.
If you gotta say get it, then it's like a dad joke. Like that. If I gotta be like, get it, mustache. Yeah, low key. You know what? He right, Fliz. It may be a hot line, but it's still a dad bar.
There's a lot of dad bars. That's what I'm getting at. There's a lot of dad bars, but if you say it with conviction, you can make people believe in that shit. Big Sean's voice doesn't, as we go circle right back to the beginning, Big Sean's voice and his styling and his energy doesn't present you with, oh, that was rugged. It presents you with, oh, that's a dad bar. You know? Now let DMX say the same shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
DMX.
He'll just bark in the ad.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that shit was fire, son.
Niggas don't get that money. That's a mustache. And then it'd be like, yo, this nigga kills fire.
It's a mustache.
Yeah. Then, matter of fact, somebody with AI put all the Sean rhymes in the AI and DMX voice.
Yo, straight up, yo, that'll be
You thought he getting the money? It's a mustache. He'd be like, yo, this shit fire. They'll be like, yo, this nigga's killing it, yo. Listen.
Someone's gonna ever want to do that because you said that.
Somebody better do it.
Someone's gonna ever want to do that.
Put
Man.
all Big Sean bars in an AI with DMX.
DMX's voice.
And we need that.
Snap.
We need that. Side dog, tell them, check out SI Mart for all your healthcare, household needs. You dig? Put the .com in there so we know where to get it. The Side Mart. Make sure y'all check out the Side Mart. Let me see what else we got going. We're gonna talk about Tory Lanez in a minute. Now say it with a middle schooler voice. Oh man.
Exactly. If you can say anything in a different voice, it would change that shit.
Gang, listen. What else we supposed to be talking about? Let me see.
Know who had one of the illest voices I love, and a lot of people don't even know who I'm talking about. It was a rapper back in the day. I think it was from Philly, named Jamal. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
He was part of a group called Illegal. I know a lot of hip hoppers today won't know who Illegal
I know
was.
who Illegal is. I know who Jamal is.
Jamal was, to me, when he came, he was one of my favorite rappers. But it was funny because his voice wasn't deep, but it wasn't high. It was like right there because he was a teenager going through like his time, I guess, with the voice. But that dude spit some tough bars, bro. Jamal was like, who the want to see Jamal? I fade Jamal.
Good luck. What we got? This Julio?
I see something in the freezer.
Oh, okay.
He just got some shit.
Hey, hold up.
Wait.
Just got some shit.
I got no response in the group chat. I'm like, oh, wait, hold up. What's going on? Oh, yeah,
I skipped mad comments too. Homebody says she missed Drake. I hate the way he walked talking. Well, Kendrick brought him back. Side dog in the building. Yep, illegal will rock. That's true. Look, Jamal fades them all.
Jamal was fire, bro.
Dead ass. So listen, We geared to get into Tory, gang. It's a lot going on with Tory Lanez. I probably shouldn't read the article just so we can go. I'm not from Philly. Let me see. Nigga don't know who he is. Jamal, we know. Oh,
Yeah,
heads know.
Jamal, he was
There's
kind
a
of
couple
big
heads in the building
yeah.
that know who Jamal is.
Yeah, you gotta go back with your hip hop knowledge on that one. Yeah, from Illegal.
Damn, Dar said take Lil Wayne, amazing punchline ability, cut it in half, then dilute it. Damn. Wow. Hold up, this how we feel?
Best way to explain Big Sean.
That's hard shit, gang. Come on. He a watered down half of Wayne. God damn. Hold up. We can't do that.
And you know what? But there's people who say the same thing about Wayne's bars. Yeah. So you get it? Because Wayne will flip that same little high little voice too.
I guess when you're a star online.
Two bitches at the same time, synchronized swimmers. You know,
Stats got a million of these joints.
I love them joints.
He got a million of these bars. All right, gang, we're gonna get into this Tory joint, man. Quickie Sticky in the building. Salute Quickie Sticky. Tory doing a lot for immigrant without citizenship. That's true. We're gonna talk about Tory. I'm gonna pull up the article real quick. Tory survived, though. It's true they're gonna let him out
first with Tory because there's a lot going on.
It's a lot going on. It's a lot going on.
Going
Real
chronological
Jamal,
order.
fade them all. Yeah, Side Dog know who Jamal is. I'm getting caught up in the comments, but we already had this conversation. Let me see. Not from Philly, but I'm at the Gen X concert. I had floor seats like CB. Salutes, Quickie Sticky. I was at the floor. He had going to the floor. Damn, they cooking Sean Paul. I'm not cooking Sean. I'm trying to defend him, but they're not making it easy. They said I got a mustache. Yo, listen, they going in tonight. Let me see. They low-key cooking them. He about to get packed up. Plus, I hate his nose ring. Who we talking about? Tory?
I don't know who that is. Maybe Tory.
I got a question for y'all. Hold on, side. Before we do that, we're gonna talk about this Tory Lanez. So Tory Lanez got stabbed up in prison by a Mexican dude. Gang, there's so much going on with this that
He's already a lifer too.
A Mexican dude, that's a lifer. Now, I'm going to say this. This is not me saying this. I am not saying that I know this for a fact. I'm going by Poetic Flacco, who is a YouTuber on the West Coast. He works with No Jumper. You know, I was just at No Jumper. He wasn't there when I went there, but I went to No Jumper. Poetic Flacco is in the No Jumper studio every day. He has a big platform. He came out with a video either last night or this morning. Last night or this morning. One or the other. Whenever he made it. But he said recently, Poetic Flacco broke it down. He said Tory damn near started a race war in the prison.
Yo, that's fact, show.
I ain't gonna say fact. We can't say facts. We're not there.
Yo, because even Wack 100 was saying that shit. But I'm saying like shit like that happens, and the Mexican black that's
right.
It turns into.
But what he's saying, this is what Poetic Flacco said. He said that Tory, and this is alleged for the niggas come from me. Alleged, my nigga. He said that Tory is in that joint, running that joint like the big boy. He said he run the whole yard. Everything go through Tory right now. Drugs, everything. Allegedly. I'm just, if you don't get mad at me.
Hold on. Let's not even say that.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I wish I could delete that.
Say that.
Whatever. All the things that you need to get on the yard. They're saying this is from Poetic Flacco. He got a bigger platform than me, so way more people heard it from him than me. And he said that Tory is out there. If you look at him wrong, he's sending goons on like Tory, legend, wilding out there. So the Mexicans allegedly, again, I'm just this is in the realm of hip hop. That's why I talk about it. Allegedly, according to Poetic Flacco, the other guys on that side started being like, "Yo, it's too much going on with that. They're getting too much power." I don't know what XYZ. I don't know what happened. One thing led to another, according to him. And this dude was sent to do whatever. This is alleged. I don't know, but so he got hit. That really happened. So I can't say alleged about that. They 14 times he got hit. Did you know that, Fliz?
I know he got stabbed. But I don't know how many times.
14 times.
Because when I heard about it, it made me think of the movie Blood In, Blood Out. Like this, when he got hit by La Onda.
That's basically what it is.
Yeah, and bro's a lifer that allegedly that hit him is a lifer. They saying now that Tory was on he was a critical condition. He was on a respirator, but they're saying that he's breathing fine. Now there was some dude going off on Twitter. You know I'm always on Twitter. I don't really be on nothing else at this point. Like I be on racist ass Twitter every day. Yeah, I be on racist ass Twitter every day. But there was a dude on Twitter going nuts saying he works in the healthcare industry. He works in hospitals and critical care. He said, this is according to this guy on Twitter, right? That's a source, like a guy on Twitter. Like what he said,
the guy on
he
Twitter.
said that there's no way that within 24 hours, Tory Lanez is taking off the breathing machine. He said there's no way that's true. He said
with 2 collapsed lungs.
He said there's no way. He said it's impossible. He said whatever the family's telling you is not true because there's no way that he could have been taken off of that. He can't be talking and da da da. He said it's impossible. So I don't know what's going on. I'm be honest. I don't know what's going on. He said you can't do that within the first 48 hours. He can't be talking in good spirits. He said it's not possible. That's somebody on Twitter. Alleged. So I don't know what's going on, but that's what he's saying that let me see. Let me read the comments. They claim it was Rock Nation who got stabbed up. Y'all believe Jay-Z has something to know?
Nah.
That's
Jay-Z so far removed from this stuff.
Yo, that's that internet
They
shit,
say Jay-Z made the sky blue, like everything. Yo, if it rained, Jay-Z did it. Yo, the lava, the volcano exploded in the Philippines. Jay-Z, like everything at some point is Jay-Z did it. Rock Nation, like no, I don't believe that. No, right? So let me keep this moving.
Big Boy did it. Remember that movie? Big Boy.
Quickie says, keep it alleged. Dead ass, keep it alleged. I'm not even gonna click that. It's some other shit they saying in there. I'm not clicking that. I don't say Jay-Z had nothing to do with it. Tory don't have enough money for Jay-Z to care about him. Jay-Z does not care, gang. I don't know why they keep trying to link the two. Jay-Z don't get enough money out of Megan to do all the stuff that they saying he's doing. He doesn't make enough money off of it. To do all this, he's setting them up. He's trying to get him hit. It don't make no sense.
About to open a casino in the middle of damn Times Square.
It don't make no sense. And I'm going.
I'm going.
If that happens,
going together.
We going together, and we perform. Blah, I'm out here, and that's Big Cat. Blah said it's Big Cat. So Flacco lying, dead ass. Blah said it's Big Cat. Let me see what else going on. No, you should have watched the news from that area. No, Flacco. You right. But listen, Flacco is plugged in out there. He talked to gangsters too, and I don't. You know what I'm saying? I'm just repeating what he said. Salute to the super chat. We appreciate you. In all honesty, Flacco is academics junior. That's true. He love Flacco do as academics. He loves some academics.
I'm not even mad at that comment. I'm not.
Yeah. He is. Salute Tom G. We appreciate that. That's super chat.
Is.
Yeah, he's fat black dude.
Basically what they say. Like, he really is like the academic on the West Coast.
Yeah, but he get a lot of motion on his YouTube shit. Okay. That dude drop 8-9 videos a day. He making big money. Let's be honest. Side Dog said he in population. He is in population.
He's been in population.
Yeah, he is. Tory biggest problem
while he was in population. He just dropped the album.
So let's talk about this. Tory biggest problem was that not taking a stand. He watched himself get finessed. Now his fans crying about Rock Nation and Megan stuff. They really can't feel too bad for his music. Listen, I want to just say this, and then I'm gonna leave it at this. If the bodyguard allegedly came out saying that, allegedly, I don't know if it's true. The bodyguard came out saying that. Tell me what you told me, TJ, about the.
Basically, the bodyguard came out and said that homegirl, I forgot her name. Starts with a K. You know what I'm saying? But Megan's friend that Tory was smashing, or whatever he had a relationship with.
Somebody in the comments tell us Megan's friend name.
But basically, he's saying she was a shooter. That she said she was the shooter.
Her name began with a K.
She shot 3 shots. Tory basically hit her hand. The gun hit the ground. 2 shots flew off. And if you look at it like that, it makes sense how she got shot in the foot or fragments hit her foot. You know what I'm saying? I want to have that conversation. But free Tory though. I want to have that conversation because let's just be honest. This dude doing a bid that could have easily been put to rest. Where was this guy? So basically, he didn't snitch. He didn't say nothing. But he don't got to snitch. He don't got to snitch to put up a defense that says that. He don't got to snitch, but he can have a defense where something comes out where they can prove a reasonable doubt. Where they did something wrong. Let's say that. But you know what? He shouldn't be in prison. If that's what happened, he shouldn't be in prison. He just did an interview like 2 days ago before the stabbing happened. And he in jail already though. TJ is too far. That, but he's saying that basically like there's evidence that's there that's saying that I'm innocent. You know what I'm saying? But he's not basically saying like, oh, he was there. He knows what happened. See, this is what people. About this. Well, that phone call when we're like, damn, he bugged out. He did bug out. Like, I'm sorry. Boom, boom, boom. He might have been apologizing to her because. But let's be honest. Why would you apologize to her if you didn't do it? That's the problem. Like if he didn't do it or he had something to do with it, if Fliz dropped the gun and shot you, I'm not gonna be like, baby girl, I'm sorry.
and I'm not gonna be offering you $1 million.
But people, how they explaining it is like he didn't drop the gun. Basically, they're saying she was a shoot. She shot 3 shots. He basically went to grab the gun to get it out of her hands.
Yeah.
The gun hit the ground.
Okay.
2 shots let off.
Okay.
That's how they broke it down today.
Kelsey and Meg, like they're saying Kelsey shot. This been a whole mess since it started.
Why do you think he said the only thing I regret is I should have stayed in the pool with Kylie?
Yeah.
I would have stayed in the pool, bro.
But he didn't. No. According to reports, he didn't have a choice because these girls got kicked out and he was their ride. So,
how's it?
Kylie kicked this chick out. Allegedly, this chick was real hood. She be bugging out. She gets drunk and she bugs out. So Megan, allegedly, she bugs out and she bugged out on him because he was a little too close to Kylie.
Yep.
But he's the ride there. So it's like nigga shit. So then she got kicked out. But think if I'm Kylie and you brought that drama, you leave with them bitches. Like you bringing these raggedy ass bitches in, they arguing, this talking about they gonna slap me or whatever. All y'all get the fuck out. My security got guns. Y'all gotta leave. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, we leaving. Boom. It wasn't no option to stay in the pool because then she gonna stay here and be screaming through my gate. So no, all y'all gotta leave. So probably what happened was whatever happened before that. He had to leave with her. He was their ride. And my whole thing is there's a way that you can convey all that without snitching. Let me see. Tory would have been out already had he took the deal. What was the deal? I don't remember what the deal was. Do you remember what the deal was?
I forgot what the deal was, but it was for less time. Correct? He would have been out, but he's basically like, I didn't do the shit. Yeah, like you know what I'm saying?
That's not how it works.
I know that we know that.
So let me talk about this Tory thing for a minute. Like I'm not rich, Fliz. You not rich. TJ rich, but I'm not rich.
I'm not rich. I'm not
now,
rich.
let's say you're rich, you're Tory Lanez. I'm gonna be Tory Lanez in this scenario, right? All that happens. I go to what's this girl's house? The white girl. What's the white girl name? Kim Kardashian's sister. Kylie. I go to Kylie's house. We get in the pool. I got Megan ratchet ass and a ratchet ass friend, right? They acting ratchet. They turning up. They clapping cheeks and they doing whatever. Now I'm like, calm down, like y'all wilding, right? But they drunk. What is
she
this
was,
shit, TJ?
No, but actually wasn't homegirl in the WAP video though.
Whatever I seen in the fridge.
Wasn't that chick in the WAP video?
1800, yeah. Kylie. Talking about Megan.
One of them Kardashians was in the WAP video, right? The young one with all the makeup and stuff.
What? You talking about Cardi B? I don't know. But let me just say this. So let's say the DA was corrupt and suppressed evidence. So let me just say, Jill said the DA was everybody corrupt. But listen. Let me say this. That's his lawyer's fault.
It's LA.
That's his lawyer's fault to let him. You let him. If you know it, then the lawyer know it, right? So let me say this. Everybody is concerned about this snitching shit, which is fine. I'm a superstar. I got caught up in some ghetto shit with some ratchet ass chicks over here doing whatever. That's what the story is. Yeah. So if I go and the gun drop and bow. So this is what I'm saying. I didn't do it. I don't know what happened, right? Megan saying he shot me, Well, at that point, it's not snitching. If she's saying I did some shit I didn't do, this not some street shit. Yeah. This ain't no fucking street shit. This is a chick trying to get me 15 years to fucking life. This ain't no street shit, TJ. How's it snitching? This is some random ass broad talking about he shot me. No, you talking about shot you? And I'm supposed to be what? Well, how's that make me real? If I don't say what happened, that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, I get it with the snitching and That's not snitching. So she's not street. This ain't a street situation.
Well, you know how he's looking at it? He's looking at it as his reputation, right? Supposedly on some street shit. He's not gonna be like, homegirl shot her. I didn't shoot her.
He don't gotta say that, but he can show. He don't gotta say I shot But at the end of the day, that's what you tell your lawyers to do their job, right? You say your lawyers got to do their job, and I know he don't want to get on the stand, but your lawyers got to introduce evidence to the contrary. Your lawyers got to figure out how to say that without saying, "Well, he gonna get on the stand and say He never took the stand.
He doesn't have to.
He doesn't have to take a stand.
Yeah, he doesn't have
to
take the stand.
He don't got to say nothing because he's never going to get on the stand. He can tell his lawyers what happened, and then the lawyers can handle from there. Now I don't know everything of the case, but at the end of the day, let's say that happened. The whole thing with the gun fumble, Yep. Some got confused in with all the time. All them times I saw his dad out there on the front line talking. They was all in front of the courtroom talking. Somebody could have been like, "This is the story." I never heard no one say this is the story, except for random ass fans. I never heard the father or say, "Yo, the gun dropped." No one ever told the story. right? So let me
He
just
never,
keep.
and Tory never told the story too.
I don't know what to believe in all this stuff. I ain't gonna lie. It's too much like going on.
Too much back and forth, right?
It's like crazy.
But I always thought that he didn't do it because it didn't make sense to me.
If he didn't,
Like,
do
why
it,
would I
man,
be hanging out the window, shooting and saying "dance, bitch" and all this crazy shit?
Well, you drunk and you got a little man complex. You don't have one, but he allegedly got a little man complex and she pissed him off. This is the story that they saying.
That's what they're gonna run with. Yeah.
Man
And
came
so
back from him.
it kind of gets to the point where rappers don't want to be the next like Tekashi, you know.
Please, I'm gonna say
if
some
it
wild
is.
shit too. You're right though.
You know,
But
people don't want to
Tekashi
be looked
career
at.
flourished after that.
But you know what I'm saying though.
Like, yo, on some real shit, just to off real quick, Tekashi's making records and he's overseas doing fucking big
No,
ass
that wasn't.
festivals
I'm
and
not
shit.
dissing. Remember, I was the one who y'all roasted. I said I'll do a record with Tekashi. Yo, he wildin' flips. But I'm saying, so I'm not dissing. I'll do a record with Tekashi. But I'm saying, like, when all the crap happened to him,
He trashed the Fliz.
everybody came on down on this dude. Like, yo, he's a snitch. He's a snitch. I have a close friend like, yo, Tekashi snitch 9, and I'm like, damn, the people really. And I think he became the boogeyman. The rappers like, damn, I can't be snitching
He
like
did,
that, yo.
but this happened after that. Tekashi was
That's what I'm
already
saying.
home.
No, that's what I'm saying.
And
he
look at-
became the boogeyman, and he became the
not
the
snitching.
face of don't snitch, bro. Yeah, yeah. Tekashi got rappers scared to
shit.
say shit. I mean,
So this is the thing I gotta say about that too. Tekashi, Gunna bigger than he was before he went in.
there you go, there you go, yo.
And these motherfuckers, not only is he bigger, they're saying his album was better than Thug's.
Uh-oh.
And they're saying that his album was the best album of the year, low key. But he snitched, allegedly, right? So what I'm saying is we don't have the same, this ain't the same era as we was back then. Right? Back then they trying to poke up a snitch. What happened to Tekashi 6ix9ine? He got caught in the gym on some random shit. They niggas ain't even do nothing, really. They jumped him in the
They did that for
bathroom.
clout. And not only that,
They went in after him over the
they went
snitching.
back to jail because they violated
These niggas on parole. That was the dumbest pack out ever. You packed him out in the bathroom. He in his drawers. You had to jump the nigga, and he ain't even hurt like that.
If they're gonna crash out the right way. Do it with no cameras.
I'll tell everybody this: don't do no
Do it
crime.
with no cameras.
Don't do no crime around me. That involved me. I ain't going to jail for none of y'all.
That's what I'm
Straight up.
saying. Like, I know everybody they have their different takes on this, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
to me, as a grown man, I'm like listening, and I'm like, a lot of people saying Tory a real one. He ain't want to snitch. It's not about snitching. You have a whole fucking lawyer team to prove that this chick. It was a lot of stuff going on. People in the comments probably like Rock Nation. Like, no, nigga, you got a lawyer team too, right?
But she, the other girl that was in the car, right? She wasn't charged with nothing.
Well, I think she
wasn't charged with nothing.
I think she took the
She has
stand
no
or something.
criminal charges, right?
Okay.
But in a real situation, meaning like, all right, if us three get in a situation, right? There's a gun involved. We're all going to court for this gun.
Right. Nobody snitching, but at the end of the day, you got a defense that can prove it ain't yours. You got a defense.
All right. So it's like your prince is on it, but we're all together.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
It's kind of the same. It's kind of the same.
And they're gonna say, they're gonna talk to you outside of us being in separate rooms. They're gonna be like, look, your prince is on this.
Right.
But we know that it's TJ's gun, let's say, right?
Right.
And you don't say nothing.
In my opinion, though, TJ need to own up. Like, you can't let me Fliz go. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's be honest. If it's me, I'm just that nigga. It's just me.
Like,
or if we like, none of us gonna say that. Ain't nobody gonna da da. But when they start saying, I'm gonna slap all y'all niggas with 15, I'm not letting y'all do 15 for me. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's fact.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm not letting you do 15 for me. So it is what it is. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna take the charge. It's not gonna be that street shit is different. Like these niggas will be like, yo, eat that for me, son. You ain't got less. You gonna get less time than me. Fuck that. But that's some weird ass 90s shit that niggas is like whatever.
Fact.
Let me keep it moving. Again, I'm not a Jay-Z apologist, but now, how we get to Jay-Z? What's happening with Jay-Z? Damn.
I don't know how. I think they're having their own convo over there.
Why is he? Oh, they always in the chat having their own convo. Why is he on the jail phone apologizing? Yeah, that happened. Dance bitch is crazy. Yep, it happened. They talking about R. Kelly. What the hell? What the side? What we doing? Giving Tory background, he definitely did more than likely did it. He has this type of stuff. Tory is a loose cannon. Tory's gotten in mad fights, mad beefs. Tory is a very loose cannon. I just told you that he allegedly in the prison acting up. Look, you know what I'm saying? Da da da. And I'm not saying I can't say I don't believe it. I'm just gonna be honest. You think he in that joint acting soft or he acting like
But guess what?
nigga bark? You know what I'm saying?
He probably got to go in there on some.
You have to.
You have to.
If
And not only that, he's a celebrity.
So
Right?
let me ask you
So
this, TJ.
Huh?
Let me ask you this.
Yep.
It's a race boundary in the California, all the
California's
prisons.
different,
But
yeah.
in California, the Mexicans don't mess the black and the blacks don't mess the
Blacks don't
Mexicans
mess-
because it's gonna start a race war.
Mhm.
So for that Mexican to cross that line and go and poke him up, it's something happened. It ain't because he Tory Lanez. It's something happened.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It ain't just for no reason.
Jail shit.
Let's just be honest. Let me see what we got going on. Stomping them out in the gym. We talking about Chicago, dead ass. Side dog, right? Dudes love. I gonna say they love rats, but rats is not. They're more
It's a different
accepted.
era. It's a different era.
And I thought Tekashi's career was gonna be over. I said, damn, bro can't even come outside. Bro not only came outside, he was antagonizing dudes like this. I wish he would. Like,
you know,
He's
but
like, nah.
if you to get more, if you actually gain more information on the Tekashi case, I don't think I no longer label him anything close to a snitch. If you gather more information and don't react off emotion and do some digging of what really happened, he was kind of the victim in that whole shit.
I know what you're saying, Fliz, but
Bro,
he.
like,
saying.
No,
No,
I'm
you're
talking
talking
about
about
Tekashi.
He was a victim.
This is what
in
is
that whole
Tekashi.
shit.
Tekashi didn't belong in that situation.
Yeah, he didn't.
He was playing a character, but he definitely was acting like a gangbanger. He joined the low key. It was honor. You know how you get an honorary doctorate. He got an honorary gangbang degree, right? So he became a gangbanger. But they messed up by letting him call the shots. That's why they in prison. They should have never let him call the shots. And he shouldn't have been calling shots. So when you start calling shots, you are in essence a criminal. So now you put 30 racks on the dude's head on live. So now you're a criminal. So now he is snitching, Fliz. But at the end of the day, yes, they was trying to sleep with this girl, and they was trying to get him. They was trying to rob him. Yes,
though, right. If he's the bag, regardless of what was going on the gang shit,
yeah,
he doesn't need to be there. He doesn't need to be nowhere near there.
They was breaking all kind of rules. They were breaking all kind of rules.
There it is. It's like yeah.
These niggas know. Like,
Yeah. They on phone taps. They just talking reckless.
They
just
should have been on. This nigga's the bag. Even if he's calling the shots, you don't need to be on camera. Nowhere near the crime. Why is he at the crime scene when they doing this? What, like you know what I'm saying? Why is you letting TMZ film him say, yeah, I got the racks on? Like,
yeah,
why?
because he was the bag. You're right. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that.
You know
but for some reason,
honest,
they let him do it because they was
honest,
getting paid
if
from
they
that.
played their cards right, yo, he would have been through the moon. I'm dead serious. Like at that time, he was like, know what I mean? Like,
he was big.
He would have been through the fucking roof, bro.
He would have been, but he was too wrecked. Honestly, TJ, no. You know, rewind. You just what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. You're right. He would have been through the roof. He messed it up. I'm gonna tell you what they're doing. Now, you know what? It just hit me. I'm gonna rationalize for the money. I'm gonna rationalize this for Shoddy and these number things. They was like, listen, they was like this. Yo, T bugging out. He wild out here. He getting everybody pissed off, but he getting a mean bag, millions, gang. So you know what? Fall back. Let him do him. Keep it smooth. Let him do it. But then he too wild though. I ain't checking in. He got too reckless, and they couldn't. He was out of control by then. They was like he carrying the flag. Niggas from the West Coast like, what's going with your man? So, but what happened was he messed it up. But they shouldn't have let him get the chance to.
That's what I'm saying. Like y'all niggas brought him in, right? You bring him in. He's not a gang member. You bring him in, right? Then you already look on a side note, off the cameras, yo, bro, here's what's going down. We know you're the bag. You don't need to be around none of this shit.
Yeah.
But he reckless. He reckless, gang.
Regardless of what. No, the niggas that's the gang, they supposed to be telling him, look, you're the bag. You don't need to be nowhere near nothing. Then this should never be a TMZ camera when he's on a phone saying this, even if he's making the call.
Bang bang.
I don't know much about their crew or whatever. Did they have an OG or was it a bunch of young cats running wild?
All crews got an OG, but
whoever brought, I'm not even
he was the OG.
Whoever brought him in as a gang member, they should have already know. Look, here's your job because it's a fucking job. Here's your job.
Yeah.
You're the fucking rapper.
It just got it spiraled too fast. It got out of control.
They got out of control, bro.
But see, so what Fliz was saying, he's the victim. I don't think Fliz really know how wild Tekashi 6ix9ine was acting.
I did do a little search on the dude. I know he was wilding, but I think also he was not smart. So I think
that's the thing. Like
when
dude's
you're not
very
smart,
he's actually intelligent.
No.
But no,
I don't
Flip's
think
right.
he's a
He's
moron.
intelligent, but he's dumb.
He's you know what I mean. But he did a lot of dumb things, and it's like, bro, and it kind of effed up your flow. You know what I mean? So I don't. First of all, he's not absolved. Nobody's absolved because we all make decisions to put ourselves somewhere. But I'm saying he's not as bad as people made it because the people around him was doing grimy stuff to the point where I had to evaluate myself. Would I be super loyal to these people anymore?
Yeah,
like,
they were
kind of grimy to me.
But they grimy. Slow down, Fliz. These niggas is grimy.
Like that, it's really street shit.
And that's what
you gotta handle yourself on some street shit because you're dealing with street niggas.
Here's what I'm saying. That's why me
and you're the bag. So on the back end, I'm like, oh, that's what we doing.
That's what I'm saying.
So
I would be like, I'm not going to be part of this realm. I'm like, I'm not part of this street realm. I'll put myself right here. Yeah.
Tekashi 6ix9ine wasn't going to last anyway. His music was ass.
If you're dealing with street niggas, you got to do street niggas
shit. Yeah, Stats is right. Stats is right. Tekashi wasn't going to last anyway. He had a run. Let's be honest. He had a run.
But his direction that he was going in,
it was going to end up that way anyway.
He was going towards what he's doing right now.
But now think. All of that you knew he was.
He came from rock and roll. If you got to think about.
Yeah, he was like a goth kid.
Yeah,
he designed clothes. This dude was smart.
Yeah.
And he was playing the character. But they should have known this dude's gonna crash out, and when his shit go down, he's going to tell.
No, I'm glad you said it.
That's why he didn't.
You brought it
nowhere near nothing. He didn't need to know nothing. He just do your artist shit.
And you brought it back to what we said earlier. What I said earlier, I said sometimes it's the fairy tale or the character you play. He admittedly knew if I had this rainbow hair, these rainbow like fronts, he sold an image and it always works. You know what I mean? For some reason, it's like he wasn't even a rapper. You know what I'm saying? And think, hip hop, although it was the younger crowd, embraced this dude for his image. Most rappers have to sell some form of gimmick, it seemed like, to be accepted, whether it's, all right, you know what? I did this thing where I said, and when rap came out in the 70s and 80s, and it's about if you're fake with it, right? You sold your cool, your charisma. You was cool. And in the 70s, if you was in the rap, so you had nerds trying to play the cool part if they on the mic.
Right.
90s came along and all that stuff. What came in? The streets, the hardcore. Then you had people who ain't hard like that had to play the image of street.
Right.
2000 come along. What came along? The ballers. Then you have, I seen broke people talk about, I got the money for, you know what I mean? Then goes on, know what's in right now? Well, it's on its way out because like you said, bars are coming back in. We just went through an era where anxiety and depression took precedence. Everybody had to rap about like, yo, I got problems. And
emo rap.
Yeah, and everybody was talking. And I said this to a kid. I was like, yo, you won't eat this, but you eat that. You're not a struggle rapper. If you can have food in your fridge and you have, but no, I don't want that. I know struggling hungry people, like I had nothing to eat, so I had to eat these saltine crackers with no water, son. You know what I mean? So every era has rap sell some form of this is what we do, and there's always some element of people who are faking the funk towards it. That's what I'm getting at, you know? So right now, but rap compiles it because you can have a rapper that embodies cool, streets, money, and poverty and struggle. You know, every generation comes and adds another piece to the puzzle. So that's what I think we see. It's you sell the image. You know what I mean? But that's my soliloquy.
Now, let's go back to Big Sean. We was calling him this, that, and the third because he was kind of dorky, low-key. I guess he was being himself. He wasn't being this, da, da, da. Tekashi's the way other side of that. Yeah. He's everything amplified. What's that when you with nitrogen when you put it in the gas tank and the car go faster?
The nitrous oxide.
Right, they press the button. Da, da, da. He was everything times 10. So it's like, what's the medium? What's the healthy medium? Where we gonna land in that? Like da da da. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you can't be too left. You can't be a dork, but you can't be a pseudo thug either.
So you gotta be like,
you gotta be yourself. But then we criticizing dudes, you know what I'm saying? So it's like it's all over the place.
Yeah.
Imperial Style salute. He said my heartbeat record is D Fuzz salute. I appreciate you listening. That's about my grandmother, my aunt, people that passed away.
Wait, what? That record's on What's the last
It's on
album?
my retold album.
Yeah, I'm on that.
That's a good ass album right there. Yeah.
We got some stuff coming too that's gonna be just as good. Salute. Let me see what else we got going on.
What project is cooking?
We gotta finish that. I'm gonna give us 2 weeks to finish that before it get hot, man. And we're gonna shoot one of them videos in my backyard. They just don't come out being rappers now. There's just being generational characters. Yes, but you know what it is too. What Tekashi did was he realized, he looked at the whole game and he's like, "Yo, anybody that's popping has an image, and to cut through all that shit, I'm gonna have to have an even more bombastic image that's even cutting through all that. And everybody that got an image, I gotta kind of because he was disrespecting everybody that was bigger than him until he got where he was at.
But nah, he was doing that because of the people he had behind him. He understood what was behind him.
See, and that's the thing. So now it's like he's using them to get where he is, but they should have been like, okay, reel this dude in when we getting down in Houston and Jay Prince and them is beefing now because he's acting like an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's one of the biggest cases that he had when he had that beef down there when they tried to make him check in and he caught one of them by himself, took the chain, He got locked up for the robbery of that guy. So it's like you're doing too much now. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
you gotta stop moving like that, bro.
What's scary is rap hip hop is the only genre outside of instrumentals and beats that's still changing. So it's going to be different again after 10. It's going to be different again in 2 years. Rap changes every 2 years. Right now, lyrics is about to be back. We saw the Joey Badass. Everybody's talking about Joey Badass and Homeboy want me to play Ray Vaughn. Everybody, because Ray Vaughn's spitting. I'm not going to play that, but everybody's spitting now. And that's because the Kendrick. And do you know this dude, Lil Baby, and these rappers in Atlanta, they hate that this happened?
They said that? Or
they said it.
Oh wow!
I'm not gonna say Lil Baby said it, yep. but what's happening is what we're hearing from different sources, right? The random dudes on Twitter, but like academically different people are talking about these rappers like Lil Baby and them, Future, these guys. They hate that happened because now everybody's like this, listening for bars. They want to hear battles and bars and disses and that. Everybody want to hear you spitting now. It's been like that for since this shit happened, 10 months. Now is more difficult. Somebody like the Baby could make it. The Baby could.
I feel like the Baby
could do it. He could flourish. But a lot of these guys that's just like on a vibe, they worried, gang. Yep. They worried. That's why they really low key. They want Drake to really actually win this shit. They want him to come back and stop because then they can get back. They can get back to their vibing and shit. Because
if you can vibe out, then you
this Kendrick shit where I gotta make a fucking whole verse and I gotta be coherent and I gotta freaking make some sense and do some double. They don't want that. They really don't want that. Let me see. Hip hop always gonna find your background. That's facts. Let me see. Josh said choosing more douchey is not the option. That's funny as hell. Let me see what we got going on. On that note, I gotta jump from the chat and watch the show. Salute the Beast Nation in the building. What show you gonna watch? That Dear Mama? Yeah, go watch that Dear Mama. That documentary fire. Definitely. I'm glad they rapping again. That's a fact. Blah, salute. Beast Nation, salute. Sherry Ann say good night to Beast Nation. They rapping. Yep, they rapping. Screw said it. They rapping. Dead ass. Salute the Screw. Let me see what else we got. Yeah, I'm ready for the lyrics again, the mainstream. But I just always been on lyrics. So I've been able to find lyrics the whole time. So you know what I'm saying? I've been finding lyrics the whole time. So I ain't never not had lyrics. So I'm not gonna ever be a nigga that just be like, yo, I'm just gonna fuck it, just put on Future.
There's too much music out there for you to not.
Just play that Little Baby. No, it's too much good shit, guys.
Yeah, there was always.
I listen to everything, yo. So
yeah,
no, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I listen to a lot of shit too. Let me see. Ray went in. You gotta read some lines. Miss Rocky, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna let Joey have his moment. Ray, we know Ray did his thing. I should play it though. Let me see. I might. Let me see. Drake called the people slaves and they still love him. I don't know if they still love him. He got some of his fans, his diehards, but the culture, they was at the Kendrick show. Like, I'm gonna be honest, that shit was fucking packed. Like, the culture's at the Kendrick show with SZA. Like, yo, listen. So they don't love him like that, but they tolerate this nigga. Drake new album. What if it's fire, TJ? And what does fire sound like from a Drake album?
I mean,
fire. Like you'd be like, yo, this shit fire. Like we all know some sexy songs for you was not fire. So let me tell you.
Hey, yo, I'm just saying, like, Drake just gotta do what Drake do. Like, I don't understand. Like, you lost the battle and then you just took it to a whole nother level of shit. Like, I mean, this is hip hop, bro. You win, you lose. Know what I mean?
And this is one of the worst. Like, this is the worst way to lose. This is the most sore loser bullshit.
Yeah.
All these memes and just this little goofy ass slight digs and shit. It's the worst. We've never seen nobody lose like this. Never. I don't remember nobody. Even Meek Mill ain't lose. It's fucking bad. Crying and shit for 6 months. Fucking lawsuit.
Guess what? He's coming. Yo, Meek's killing verses right now.
And you know what, TJ?
Meek's
I'm about to do a video
Meek,
where
Meek,
I
Meek
make the case that Meek didn't lose. But I'm gonna tell you why. It's by default, because allegedly push back to back was written by Daylight.
Oh,
allegedly Daylight confirms that he wrote back to back. How can I lose to a ghostwriter, TJ? Fliz, can I lose to a ghostwriter?
That's facts. Drake just got a rap. Like
Fliz,
you said it already, Chuck. You basically said what Drake needs to do is put out a real rap hip hop shit.
Fliz, don't make no excuses for
No,
Drake.
I'm not making excuses. I'm gonna blanket rap itself. Drake lost. Know what I mean? I'm tired of talking about Drake and Kendrick. I hate the topic. It gets in my stomach. Every time I hear someone talk about Drake and it's everything, and it just bothers me. It's like, bro, there's so much more to hip hop than these two motherfuckers.
That's true.
That's fact.
You know what I mean? I had the conversation with Slack Boogie earlier. It's like, yo, I swear it's like when you talk about basketball to people who don't know basketball, Michael Jordan, LeBron James.
Yes.
It's like, you know any other motherfuckers? Know what I mean? Yeah. So that's what I get like that. As far as the level of Meek Mill.
I want to comment on that too.
Meek Mill and Drake, that time came and went. As far as history tells it, Meek lost. I don't want to I don't want to rewrite history. It's because of a ghostwriter. There's too many nuances and there's too many things to add. It is what it is. Everybody's moving on. It's like the Drake and Meek thing, and I was like Drake and Kendrick's the same shit. I'm on some new. I think Lloyd Banks got the best album in the last 10 years.
The Lloyd Banks.
Lloyd Banks, yo, Lloyd Banks' new album is the most fire album I've heard in 10 fucking years of all rappers. I don't give a fuck who you name.
That's all we talk about in that chat right now.
And that, yo, I had the Senator, no bullshit, the Senator, because I rode with some people. Know what I mean? He pulled me aside and said, yo, you was right about that Lloyd Banks album. I got people hit me up in the DMs like, yo, it's the Drake thing happened, the Kendrick happened. Like, listen to some new stuff, man. The new Lloyd Banks album is fire like that.
And you know what?
You know what I mean?
Here's what I think too. I think Meek's about to drop some fucking heat, boy.
Right, I'm a Meek fan.
I feel like he's in a zone right now, and even though these are features that he's killing, I feel like he's about to drop some shit.
Let's do what Fliz was talking about. Let's promote that Lloyd Banks, that new Lloyd Banks, Aeon 3. That's the
Ghostface on there.
Yo, I've been spinning this album over and over and over. I'm like, God damn, this album don't got one song that misses. The whole entire album is that.
What the Ghostface is like track 3, track 4. Like it's like early tracks. Like it's just
the features went off on. I'm like, damn. I'm like, I haven't had that good of a feel from an album in 10 years, bro.
I love that. Lloyd Banks is
wow.
Lloyd Banks is an elder statesman, and he got an album that box like that.
And yo, he evolved. Don't think of just like his subject matters all over the place. His delivery's different, like all over the place. Like, yo,
that shit too.
Like, yo, don't focus on like people you don't like. Yo, go check out that album and then get that hip hop feel back in your soul, y'all.
Fliz, I want to say something though, and I know you said you're irritated by the Drake Kendrick content, but I'm gonna tell you a cool story. My brother-in-law, Mary's brother, he said I
met 2 of her brothers.
Then you met 2. When you meet him, because one of them passed away. She had 3 brothers. One of them passed away. He used to rap. One of them used to rap. That was Peter.
I never met a rapping brother of hers.
Well, he didn't go around now like a rapper. Like he rapped.
I met him like a couple of years ago here at a Christmas party.
Yes, one of them was her brother. Okay. One of them is the guy.
The dude who made that good ass sauce for the.
That's him. Her brother. Domingo. His daughter is Shorty. How old is Mimi? Mimi. He told me this last year. He said my daughter is obsessed with this Drake and Kendrick thing. She's 12. She don't know nothing about rap at all.
Yeah.
Nothing about hip hop. He said I told her to watch your videos. Now I be cursing and shit. So whatever. But he said if you want to know something, watch your Uncle Charles videos. So what I'm saying is we are older and we know all this hip hop stuff. Somebody like that just getting introduced to it.
Yeah,
they're obsessed with this Drake and Kendrick. That's why Kendrick Stadium was packed last night on Monday night, because they're obsessed with it. They're just learning. It's fresh food to them.
Yeah.
So they're not jaded yet. They're like, what's going on? I don't understand. Why are they mad? She really was legit like, Dad, I want to know why everyone mad at Drake. Why do they don't like Drake? Why are they calling him a pedophile? Like these kids are curious.
Yep.
So and they want to know about stuff in detail, and it's always moving parts to it. So the reason that people are still talking about it, for one, it's a fever pitch. Like people still want to hear about this shit to this day. I know most of us heads like me, I'm tired of talking about it, but people want to hear about it. They want to hear everything that happens. So it's not that there's nothing else going on in hip hop. It's mad shit going on in hip hop.
That's the big shit. No, I get it. I totally get that.
But
that's the biggest.
Everybody says I'm tired of Drake. Now you're really tired of Drake, but a lot of people say I'm tired of Drake, and they'll still click a video that I make about Drake, and they'll watch it.
No. I do know we live in an age where sensationalism is gonna get a click.
Yeah,
I know that. Yeah.
And it's not even sensationalism. It's just that the stuff that interests you, you're gonna watch it.
Yeah.
The right thumbnail, the right topic. So people are gonna watch it, and because they're interested. So what I'm saying is, it's young people out there that's just starting to absorb hip hop. If Drake and Kendrick is the thing that get them to find out about Pusha T and 38 Special and Redman, it might lead them down a rabbit hole, which is how most people find out about shit. Is a rabbit hole of some big shit. Like MC Hammer may have brought them to Tribe Called Quest at some point. A year later, you know what I'm saying?
Hold on, I wish I would like to see the ratio of 12-year-olds that want to go hear some Redman or something. You know what I mean? Let's be honest.
But I mean, I'm talking about at the time.
I know what you mean.
At the time.
Yo, you heard that new Redman?
Superman Lover video. You seen that?
Redman got the hottest. Right, Redman's Superman video. I saw it. Yeah. I see everything. I saw Redman. The Superman Lover video is fire. I'm proud of that video. That's just whole cartoon, everything. But Redman been doing this thing all year. Redman's only mistake.
Redman's our generation.
Redman's only mistake. He dropped the best album in 2024, but he dropped it in December, like Christmas. He shouldn't have did that. He should have waited to the first. I learned that shit. I'm like, I dropped the album on Christmas before. And I was like, fuck. Now all 2024, my old ass 2023 album gonna look old.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I said, you don't drop albums on Christmas. Don't do that shit. To all fucking rappers right now, do not drop your album on Christmas, because now you got 12 months. Everybody thinking that album's old. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The album 2 months old. Everybody thinking it's old. That was 20. People don't click old ass albums. You wait to the first, drop your album. Don't drop your shit in the fourth quarter. Like, no. Wait till January. But Redman dropped his album, Muddy Waters 2. Literally the best fucking album of the year. That album is fucking class. Like, fuck what you listening to. Go listen to Redman Muddy Waters 2. That shit bangs. It bangs. Like, first of all, a lot of people didn't believe, if you're a Redman fan, you didn't believe that he could outdo Muddy Waters 1. Like, we was like, it's blasphemy. Like a lot of dudes try to read like Cuban Links 2 and all this. A lot of niggas, it's hard to recreate that fucking shit. Like Takao and all this shit. Like,
hey, don't put Takao even.
Takao's track.
Yeah, I'm like, don't even put those albums side by side.
That's like niggas be like, that's like Wu-Tang next year talking about.
My favorite rap,
but his albums is trash.
They trash. But
Never's one of my favorites, but his albums is whack as shit.
And Meth's spitting crazy right now. Yep. But at the same time, if the niggas was like 36 Chambers 2, you'd be like, get the fuck out of here, right? If Wu-Tang was like, we're doing 36 Chambers 2 right now, what would you say, Fliz?
Their last album they just dropped wasn't all that hot to me. It was like,
it's okay. I mean, it's whatever.
You're never gonna.
But it's not Wu-Tang.
Yeah, you can't get that no more. You know?
Especially 36 Chambers. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
That's
so
straight coming from the mud.
I'm saying, like, why would but just a side note, we're gonna move on. This dude Redman, that Muddy Waters 2. Listen, that joint is banging. If you ahead, let me see. Joey did this thing. We're waiting for him to respond to Ray. We gonna get there. He gonna get there. We're gonna see. Let me see what's going on. Nah, daylight. So they talking about the battle. What were we talking about? We was talking about something before that. Before we got into Redman. We was talking about something.
I don't remember.
Damn, I'm gonna crack like shit. We were talking about we went from Tekashi to
we were from crack to cocaine to like
how we get the Redman?
The fentanyl.
How the fuck we get the Redman? We got 1,000 comments. Let me see. Sound went out. I had to drop off the live and come back and something was going on with us.
Damn, homebody, what's popping?
I don't know.
That
said the Redman album was fire.
Moderator, yo.
Hold on. She said to restart the app.
Homebody, get that chop.
We might have froze for a little bit. I like to meet the grams. We must have froze for a little bit.
That's what you were talking about. You was asking TJ, what if Drake drops a fire album?
Oh, okay.
That's what you said.
Okay. So if Drake dropped, and I know we're sick of this Drake conversation. Cedric in the building. Let me see. Drake made sure we talk about. That's the thing. Drake could never drop a firearm because the culture won't allow it at this point. With the lawsuit and all that, they would never say. I was thinking about this the other day. I said, what if this nigga Drake just sit and just meditate? He block all out the noise. He go get fucking static selector and go get. I know, but now I'm talking about right now. If he go get fucking a conductor, like all these niggas and do all these beats and this shit is soul beats. They banging and this dude just sit and he meditate. He bring back P Coke Drake that we thought we was gonna get 10 years, 15 years ago. He bring back that nigga. He's like, hi Drake, I'm back. Like da. He's like, no, I'm Aubrey now. Like he just sit there and he going some Super Saiyan shit on some fucking some fucking what's that shit with the fucking wind, air, not Dragon Ball Z, wind, air, fire, the fucking elements, da.
Oh, Captain Planet or something?
No, we old as shit. I'm talking about Avatar. He going some Avatar shit.
Yeah, that's my
like,
shit.
Like some Avatar. Well, Dragon Ball Z is Super Saiyan, but he going some Avatar shit. He just meditate, da. And he write the best shit he ever like. No Ghost Riders. It's a fucking 16. It's 16 tracks. This shit is heat, my nigga. Like this, like nigga, like he got this nigga got. This what he got. He got a primo joint. He got a fucking static selector joint. He got a conductor joint. He got a fucking Pharrell joint. Like it with Pharrell, he dissed Pharrell, but you know what I'm saying? He got a Manny Fresh. Like this joint. Listen, this nigga got everybody.
You can't forget 40.
Yeah, got 4 or 5 40 joints, but that's not gonna be a classic if you do all 40s, right? So you got about 4 or 5 40 joints. Then he even gets some sound wave shit. He gets some track masters. This nigga,
Wolfman production.
This nigga. What's my boy from that did? We was talking about him like that. Lil Brothers producer. I'm bugging out like
Knife.
He gets some Knife Wonder. Like, listen, this album is complete. It's 16 Pete Rock. Like this nigga just goes back to the essence, and this shit is fucking fire. Like this, and they're gonna be like from day one. As soon as that shit drop, trash. They ain't gonna give a chance. Trash. Fuck this nigga. Like it's over, gang. Like they're never gonna accept him. They're never gonna accept him. His fans gonna love it. They're never gonna accept him.
He basically crossed the line.
Yeah.
By the lawsuit. It's like 6ix9ine snitching.
Yeah. But his fans don't look at it like that. They explain it away. Let me see.
That's how you should look at it.
Yo, that's why I laugh because he's like, you old shit. Yo, but you know, I bet you know who the fuck Captain Planet is, though. Yo, Captain Planet was one of the worst freaking heroes ever. But go ahead.
But we watched it.
But you know what? He just showed you his nerd side.
Captain Planet was awful.
Captain Planet was whack.
We watched it though.
I did watch it, but it was whack.
After school, I'm gonna be honest. I used to boil eggs. I boiled some eggs after school. Boiled some eggs.
Put some black pepper on that bitch.
I ain't put salt and pepper. But I put salt in the plate. Crack my little egg.
Roll that shit in it.
Yeah. And just roll it in it or cut it in half and dip it in the salt like on some goofy shit. And I sit there watching a motherfucker talking about he's saving the earth.
Captain Planet, he's a hero. Gonna take pollution down to zero. All right, gonna help him put asunder bad guys who like to loot and plunder.
And me with the eggs.
We're the Planeteers. You can be one too, because saving our planet is the thing to do. Looting and polluting is not the way. Here's what Captain Planet has to say. The power is yours.
Big Marky beatbox right now.
Yo, I'm mad that we remember that.
Yo, and they had a person from every country represent each one. They had like, yo, let our powers combine.
And let our powers combine.
He had the little African accent. Let our powers combine. Earth, fire, wind, water, heart, go planet. Yo,
did this dude ever punch anybody? What did he ever do, man?
Captain Planet got his ass kicked every week. Yo, how the hell did he win anything?
Did he hit anybody? What did he do? What was his powers? Plants or something come out?
Anything kind of. He had the power to cleanse in a sense. But as soon as you threw a chemical on his chest, he was half dead. Any chemical. You can throw like Dawn dishwasher detergent. Awesome, pure.
Motherfucking mouthwash. Bitch ass nigga. Get the fuck around here, nigga. Captain Planet ass nigga.
I'm sorry, but yo, who said that about?
He said Captain Planet get dust in his head and will pass out.
Yo, for real. Darius, you ain't lying, bro. No. Darius, you ain't lying. All you gotta do is sprinkle some anything impure on this dude. He was half dead.
Why this nigga was so trash? That shit ran for like 5 years. I'm gonna be honest.
For real, Captain Planet was whack as shit. But anyway, as I digress, you activate my nerd shit.
What's the Damn, what's the one with the teacher? The teacher was the he became a superhero.
The teacher became a
Yeah,
superhero.
what's the joint? You know what I'm talking about?
A teacher became a superhero.
Yeah. What's the name
It
of
was a
that?
cartoon.
That's the TV show.
Greatest
Teacher,
American-
hold on.
no, no.
Teacher became.
What's the joint?
I'm all American, greatest American hero.
Greatest American Hero.
Look
Alright.
at what happened
Yeah.
to me. I can't believe in myself. Suddenly I'm up on top of the world. Should have been somebody else. Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I never thought I could feel so free.
That's what we do.
Flying away on a wing and a prayer. Who could it be?
Break it down.
Believe it or not, it's just me. What? Listen, Blizzy. Listen. Listen.
That was my shit back in the
Yo.
day.
That's on TV right now, yo.
Is it?
Yeah.
You know they had a spinoff to that bullshit. I was mad at.
They had some great shows.
And where
Please tell me
towards
something new.
towards the end of the show, like the aliens who gave him the power suit
Yeah.
was mad because he outed himself. He became too popular.
Okay.
So the aliens said, "We're gonna take this back," and he had to pass it off to somebody. So he passed it off to this female detective kind of thing, and the show died from there. Like it's sort of like half a season. This shit is whack.
Homebody said, I'm telling y'all, my kids, y'all was the Jackson 5. That's funny as hell. We was.
I'm Tito.
Yeah, gang. Listen, we had some great shows, bro. We had some great Tron, Knight Rider, 18.
Wait, hold on. You said the Voltron movie, and I seen.
Oh, you see that, yo?
It's coming out, right?
It's
It ain't out
next
yet,
year.
right?
Next year.
Next
Okay.
year, bro. But they're also on a side note. They're also doing the Goonies.
Oh,
They doing it. No, they doing it. They already in
And
production.
They're doing Gremlins right now.
I don't know about.
I
they-
like
They're
Gremlins,
done. They're
alright,
doing
but
the
I don't
Goonies
want them
in
to.
the
I will watch.
What was my
No,
favorite?
Fliz, I want it because they got a whole new cast, but they got the
Yeah.
original people coming, everybody coming.
Okay.
I
I'm
want it.
interested in what they're gonna do.
I want it. I
But
want it.
On a side note, they already started redoing the house to look like the '80s house.
Okay.
Because you know they updated over the years.
So the old lady
They-
passed, and
Whoever owns it right now, they're bringing it back to the original way it was.
I think almost everybody in it is still alive. Almost.
No.
Did
That's in
Corey
Goonies.
Feldman die?
Yeah, Corey died.
But that's not Corey Feldman's not in
Corey,
that. That's
no,
Corey
he's not in
Haim.
that.
Corey Haim
Corey,
died?
yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Corey Haim is in the movie. Corey
But,
Feldman is dead.
Okay.
Homeboy that plays Slug, the
Sloth?
hey you guys.
Yeah.
Boom. He passed away. The mother passed away.
Yeah.
From the what's the bad guys?
Yeah, the
The
mom, the
Fratellis.
old mom, the
The
Fratelli.
Fratellis,
Damn, you
yeah.
hit
One
that.
passed away. There's somebody else. There's like
$1
then
Million
homeboy's not
Man.
even acting no more. I don't think. Big boy. The shuffle.
Oh no, he's not big
He's
no
a
more.
lawyer.
He's thin now.
Yeah,
he's not.
I bet you they give him a bag. His ass will
I
be.
know he gonna be
And
right
then-
there.
And then homeboy don't act at all.
Who?
My boy.
Asian dude?
Yeah.
You bugging. You talking about box. He says booby trap. That's what I
Yeah,
said.
yeah.
Shoot bugging out.
He's still
TJ.
acting?
Bug
Oh,
acting.
Indiana Jones, right? Am I, wait.
Yeah, not only that, but he
He
came
was
back.
Data.
He's an adult actor now. This motherfucker was just in the movie, got an Oscar. Everything, everywhere, all at once. Like he was just in the biggest movie like 3 years
I heard
ago.
about that movie. I still didn't see
That's
it.
a great movie.
Me neither.
Everybody told me
Listen,
that movie was hot.
Everything, everywhere, all at once. That movie is banging, and he's in it. And he's about to be in Data. That's Data. Data.
Data, yeah.
Wait,
I
new
think
Smurfs?
he's a
There's new
Dr.
Smurfs?
Jones!
There's a new Smurf. I'm not
Oh, I
mad
saw that. I
at
saw.
you. I'm not mad at you. There's a new Smurfs
Where you
movie?
see that at?
That's
You,
not
you,
her. I'm
you
not
go
mad
back
at
down
you.
right there. I'm gonna sound corny.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna sound corny,
mad at
but I
you.
saw try for a new Smurf movie. They gotta make that banging though.
I didn't like it. I ain't gonna lie.
No,
I
but
saw it.
Smurf, you saw the, you didn't like the trailer.
first
I don't.
You
I
the
didn't
trailer?
like. I didn't like none of the
Oh,
Smurf remakes. None of them. I didn't like.
No, they're gonna suck, but this
I
one
don't
might
like the
be.
CGI shit. I
Oh,
mean,
they doing
They
it?
probably hopefully to make it better this time.
What else I see? There was the Woody Woodpecker movies. You seen those?
I seen those too. I didn't like those, but I don't like CGI. The thing is, I'm so old school in my
Well,
brain.
You know what?
Chop
I
right.
watch it just because of
Yeah,
what it is.
nostalgia.
Oh, they're
I'm
gonna make
watch-
they're gonna get their
And I
money.
got kids.
Like the Sonic movies. You mess with the Sonic movies?
Son, that last Sonic movie went kind of hard.
Can I tell you?
Yeah.
They got 3 of them.
Yeah. I know. I got
I
kids.
seen all 3 of them.
I see
Chop right.
everything.
Chop right.
What'd
The
he
guy
say?
that played Thanos is in Goonies. He's
Oh,
the
that's
brother.
right.
He's the brother.
the brother.
Oh, yeah,
Damn,
you're
Chop
right.
put us on to some shit.
That's right.
Yeah. I
Let
mean,
me see.
I'm just like to be honest.
Yes,
with
it
you,
is.
I can watch Goonies. There's like certain movies from the a lot of 80s movies. I can binge watch them all day.
Yeah, no,
I can
80s
do
got
it
some
all day.
great ass
I mean,
movies.
True.
So it's like I'm excited to see what they do with the Goonies because the Goonies is one of my favorite movies from the 80s.
Big and serious.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited to see what they do. I just hope they don't fuck it up. You know what I mean? Like real shit. And the Gremlins the same way. I feel the same way. But I'm trying to figure out what they're gonna do with the Gremlins. So I feel like I gotta go back and watch part 2. There wasn't the
Why not part 1?
But why we already know part 1. Part 2 is where they left off. So I'm trying to figure
Part 2,
out
you don't remember
where
what
did
happened?
they go.
Part 2, they went all over the place.
But there was 2 left over at the end. Two Gremlins left over. Remember, Homeboy was a smart one.
Yeah.
And then what was the other one?
The spider.
Can I
But
say
no, they
something?
killed
If
the
they
spider.
do it right, TJ, it could be like Planet of the Apes. Planet of the Apes has been going for 10 years
That's
now.
what I'm saying. Because
If they
the
do it
smart
right.
one,
Yeah.
if they run off of that, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
I think
So
that,
I'm
I think
saying
they'll
that's
stick
what
to the
they're gonna do.
formula. I think they're gonna have well, he was called Mogwai back then. I think they're gonna have the Mogwai get wet again. I think they'll start again from scratch.
Same
Watch.
shit.
Mogwai. Whatever you do, do not get them wet.
They're gonna get him wet. He got boom, and they gotta have the classic moment both girls had when Stripe is born.
Yeah.
They gotta have
But
Stripe
Stripe's still
be born.
alive, right? He's still alive.
Now I think Stripe turned into the spider last time. They killed the spider last time, right? In part 2.
Flip's got some good ass memories. Let me ask you about this
That's
movie.
what
Do
I
you
said, I
remember
watched it.
Big Trouble in Little China?
Yeah.
Yes!
Sure.
I seen that movie like 400 times, bro.
Since you know that movie, I'm gonna send you a
What's
video.
the
I
other
just
one? There's a part 2, but
it's trash. It's trash. But
what's it called?
I don't know, but
Was it Julia or something
I'm gonna
like
tell you,
that?
I'm gonna send you something when you got time. I'm gonna send it to you now. You can watch when you got time. It's about how that movie, Big Trouble in Little China, almost never got made, and
It's a
how
documentary?
how
Yeah,
they
I see.
started it and they had to restart. It's so much happened. We almost didn't get that movie. They didn't think that the movie would work, and the studio was like, we're gonna trash this movie. They changed the actors and everything. They rewrote it.
Wait, who was it? It wasn't
Kurt
Courtney
Russell.
Love. It was
Kurt Russell's in it.
What was the homie
But
with the
they-
blonde chick?
But that movie flopped when it first came
I
out,
forgot her name.
and now it's a classic. And they made Mortal Kombat characters from the characters of Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh, that's right. The lightning
Raiden.
guy. Yeah.
Oh.
The Raiden was the lightning guy.
Chop, that's
Remember
gonna be
that
trash.
theme
They started filming the live action He-Man. That's any
Wait,
live
what-
action
what
He-Man
happened?
gonna be
What?
trash.
He-Man?
Oh, He-Man?
He-Man's gonna be
Come on,
trash.
Yo,
Yo.
what's crazy? I want to see the Thundercats movie.
If they
gotta
make that,
a
if
Thundercats
they
movie.
make that, they can't mess
Like
it
there
up.
was a fan trailer.
If they
that
make
came out
it-
that one.
15 years ago.
Yep.
Yo,
Yeah, I saw
thought
that.
at first when I seen it, I thought that shit was real. I'm like, yo, this is going to be crazy. But then when I peeped, I'm like, oh damn.
Some fan made.
Fans be making some good. I be getting irritated because they make something so good,
Fan movies,
and you be like 2 minutes in, you be like, wait, this a fan made this shit. That's part of Superman. Like,
Hey, yo, there's a fan movie like fan movies of Friday the 13th. Crazy. There's one. I think it's called Never Sleep. I forgot what it's called. Never Sleep in the Woods Alone or something like that.
Yeah.
That's what they call it. But it's from Friday the 13th. Yo, this shit is crazy, yo.
Yep.
Whoever had that budget, like it's like a fan movie, but the budget they at least had a couple $100,000 on the budget.
Yep.
Real talk. They did a great
Oh,
job.
speaking
on
of
that.
horror flicks,
and the Scooby Doo joint. I seen a Scooby Doo joint that was their budget had to be close to $1 million. It was great.
that last Scooby Doo shit, the
Nah,
show they put out
it was a fan joint.
Yeah,
though.
I know what you mean though. I'm just saying the last.
you know,
shit
that's
they
how we
officially
ended
put
up
out
with
was-
that new Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, because a fan made a trailer about if the Bel-Air show. Some fans made a trailer. It wasn't AI. It was real people. They acted out, I believe, and then they made a trailer about what if Bel-Air, but it wasn't funny. It was like serious.
like dramatic, yeah.
And they made a trailer. It went viral. Will Smith saw it, and now we got 3 fucking seasons of the new Bel. That show only came along.
I gotta get on that.
That
man.
show only
Never
came
watched it.
along
I've never
because of
watched
that trailer.
But yo, I know I'm way behind, bro. But I will. Yeah, that new Superman looks crazy, bro.
Yeah,
They actually got
and
crypto
I'm
in
gonna tell you
it.
something. I hate people that's like picking it apart, trying to be like, no, fuck that. That movie look bang. I'm gonna be there when that shit open. The very first fucking day. Well, maybe I don't go the first day. Be too many motherfuckers, but I'm gonna go like that week.
Within that week.
Yeah, the recliner seats. This is like
Oh yeah,
listen.
we need that.
I'll be
Dead
there.
eye.
I'll be there the first week, definitely. But now I just saw somebody say something blasphemous.
On in the chats?
Yeah.
About what?
What?
About what?
She-Ra was better than He-Man. Who
Oh,
said
here we go.
that?
So homebody said she
Who said that? Real
she
quick?
was better than He-Man. That's disrespectful.
Come on, man. She-Ra was better than He-Man.
She-Ra was good. Though. Let's be honest. Like when I was eating my motherfucking boiled eggs, right? I was fucking with after school, boil some eggs. Da-da-da. Damn, Charles, you was broke. But no, I like boiled eggs. Fuck that shit. And bologna. But listen, I will let it ride. He-Man and then She-Ra right after. Damn near identical. Damn near, but
just a man in
yeah, but nah, She-Ra wasn't better than no daggone.
Nah, because her villains was the Horde. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he had Skeletor and his crew. It was different. Like, man, listen.
I'm still pushing for a Thundercats.
Her freaking sword turned into like some rope thing.
Yeah.
It was like, what boo bumpy juice is going on here? Like,
she about to lasso you.
she had the unicorn with yo, like I this could just be me, but
Sim said she took twice as long to change.
yo, Cringer was my shit. When he turned to Battle Cat, he was like, ooh, I don't fuck with me now. He took a steroid real quick. He got on his roids. He was like, what?
Scary ass. That shit was irritating. He's so scary. Oh, Adam. Like, calm down, nigga. You know we got this nigga. All I gotta do is raise his sword in the air. Everybody dies.
Saw to give him an injection of hold that. You know what I mean? We getting these
He
things.
was like, Trey, let me out the car. Yo.
I didn't
Damn, what we talking about? Cringe scary ass.
Let me out the car.
But yo, you had the freaking Orko. Know what I'm saying? You had all them cat like, man. Who else was in the Sirius crew? I bet you don't know nobody.
They brought He-Man back though on Netflix. It's a cartoon, a new cartoon. They got it.
Oh, they had two iterations of them. I mean, two different iterations. I did. There was a fake Smurf in the
I did, like I said back in the day. So I used to live. Listen. I was one of them kids. On Saturday mornings, TJ, I would wait. I was so excited about Saturday morning cartoons. I wake up before the cartoon came on.
Yeah, me too.
I used to wake up when they were still showing church shit, like or Big Blue Marble and shit like that. I wake up 5 o'clock in the morning because I didn't want to miss the first cartoons came on like 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
So from 6.
What was the order though? That Saturday morning.
All three. So we had 3 networks. This is we old gang. Y'all can check out this one. But we had 3 networks. Each network had its own shit. Started at 7 o'clock, and it was real deal, like a lineup. I don't. Oh, it depends on what year you talking about. Oh, like you know what I'm saying.
Transformers, G.I. Joe.
So Transformers was all week, but then what they were
after school shit
on Saturday. So you depend on what again, depending on what decade you talking about.
Like, was G.I. Joe on Saturday though?
G.I. Joe had an iteration of G.I. Joe on certain Saturdays, but G.I. Joe was every day. He-Man was every day, and then She-Ra was every day. Power Rangers was every day. Now on Saturdays you would get let me think about this. You would get Saved by the Bell, but that's later, like noon.
That's later.
That's later.
Snorkel.
You would get Smurfs. You get Snorks. You get you get Scooby Doo and Scrappy too.
Yep.
You get Scooby Doo on regular days. Then on Saturday you get Scrappy too. So it's like you get Scooby Doo on weekdays. Let me check these comments. It's crazy. Hold on. And then so on the Saturday, then you would have. Okay, so how far are we going back? We talking about Space Ghost? Or no, that's too far back.
Space Ghost was right in there. I love that.
Or Captain Caveman,
the Silverhawks.
Silverhawks. Yep. Or you would get Shorty want to say something in a minute. Then you had Jim and the Hologram, but Jim and the Holograms was every day. Jim and the Hologram was every day.
Jim, yeah.
Jim is excitement. Ooh, Jim is adventure. Jim is Jim is truly alright.
When you Smurfs, Snorks, then they had the GoBots, but GoBots was coming out the Transformers.
Yeah.
Then you had
the GoBots was first. People don't realize that.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you,
the GoBots was first.
I'm gonna tell you. But they didn't pop like.
But they didn't pop.
No.
But people always think the GoBots is a bootleg Transformers when the GoBots
was
first. But the thing is,
no.
The Transformers was better.
No. Let me explain what happened. GoBots rushed to market. They all knew that Transformers was coming. GoBots rushed to market to beat the Transformers. Yeah, so that's why we think they was first. But
remember that, I ain't gonna ruin what I'm about to do.
I don't care. Hey, yo, I still watch Scooby Doo. I still watch it.
I watch every
TJ get high and drink eating some motherfucking Cheerios.
Say that. I roll up
my kids.
Watch Scooby-Doo.
My kids are forced to watch 80s shit because I force my kids to watch shit that's well before even shit before I was born. They have to. They have no choice. They can't just watch stuff now. My kids have to. You know, my daughter loves Tubi, bro, because they got everything old on there. My kids been watching Gummy Bears and all that stuff,
Hey,
man. Like,
it was like this. I used to set it up, certain shit. Then when Kai got to a certain age, I'm like, oh, he's ready for Porky's.
damn, he said Porky's.
We was watching Porky's.
Porky's used to go hard when you was young. Yeah.
You wasn't what you.
I was watching Porky's. Hell yeah.
Yellow Girl, right? Soul Train used to come on Saturdays after the cartoons went off.
Train,
And Solid Gold.
Yeah,
Solid Gold. Yeah, that's
Yo, once Kai got to a certain age, I'm like, he's ready for Porky's, Revenge of the Nerds.
Yes,
Like,
that's my pie.
Like, yeah, it was like
That's my pie.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta get him in early. You started with Stand By Me, the Goonies, you build it up.
I'm gonna tell you. So Saturday morning had
The Lost Boys.
no Saturday morning would start off slow, and then it would hit the prime time. And I'm gonna tell you the show at prime time. Y'all gonna agree with me? Justice League, Super Friends. At that time, Wonder Twins activate. That's when it was on and popping. It's like, listen, now we in it, gang. Like, hold on calls. Super Friends is on. Maybe fuck that. Like at the Hall of Justice.
Making that fried bologna sandwich.
Dead ass.
with his eggs and shit.
After all that strawberry shortcake shit go off, real shit. Like, listen. Blue Falcon, my nigga, like Captain Caveman. Fuck y'all talking about. Ricky D Rocket and all that bullshit. Mr. T, fuck y'all talking about. What we doing? Jim is my name. Let me
yo, do y'all remember?
Robots was
but that was after school shit. That was after school shit. Disney had the after school lineup for your ass.
Robots only last about 2 years. Two
but
seasons. Chip and Dale.
Leader One. Man, listen. It's funny, like how in Transformers they had a Leader One, and then the GoBot, his name was Leader One.
Yeah.
And the villain, he transformed into a motorcycle. I forgot the villain's name though.
Biting ass.
Yeah.
Oh man.
On which one? The GoBots?
The GoBots.
Don't nobody remember that.
The leader, yo, man, I was watching all that shit.
Homebody, I agree with you, Flares. Have to show the kids things from your generation. That's a fact.
Oh yeah, my kids stay watching old shit.
Something battle
Right
rap.
now, you know what's crazy?
Hella early on Saturday morning
for me. I got a couple of packages in before I pull it up, right? So I'm like, yo, Kai, where's this jersey from? Because you know I'm on my throwback.
Yeah.
What jersey?
I can't. I mean, I'm gonna tell you, but I'm not supposed to tell
you. You don't want niggas to bite it.
Nah, I'm Gucci because I'm gonna do what I do with it. You know what I'm saying? But so I was like, yo, I pulled up the jersey. I said, you know what it's from? He's looking. He's like, I know that. I'm like, yeah, Teen Wolf.
Teen Wolf.
Oh, okay. Shit.
How you remember Teen Wolf? He way too young for that.
Come on, man.
You gotta get watching that shit.
I watching all types of shit. But you have to think about it. Yep. And then when I flipped it over,
the Teen Wolf might be 40 years old.
But you know, the character, his last name's Howard.
Okay. Okay. Nah, Teen Wolf is that shit. That's the great. That's the GOAT. Y'all don't remember Mask?
Of course we remember Mask.
Y'all remember Mask?
Yeah, of course they do.
Listen, Mask was fire.
The things come out.
What's that? I'm pulling that up.
The cars. You remember dude had the truck? That was kind of like an Optimus Prime-ism.
I'm pulling that up. Cartoon, Mask cartoon. Mask cartoon. I had these toys.
Yep, I think everybody did, cuz.
See
that big truck was Optimus.
Is this a fake? Is this a fake G.I. Joe?
It's more in the realm of like it's a mix of stuff.
I'm pulling up this mask right now.
It's not quite G.I. Joe, but
I got the picture. Let me see.
It's similar.
Yeah, it's similar, but they had a run with cartoons was in.
I bought that mask.
Remember the Bionic 6?
Yeah.
The Bionic 6 was in that realm of cartoons like that. You know.
There it is. That's the mask joint. I used to watch that. I can't remember not one character name.
Hey, but it's crazy because like the Transformers, the original what you call
it's a Love Silverhawks
was a gun.
Megatron?
Yeah, he was a gun.
Yeah, of course.
But now how they redid
it
because of the time.
Yes.
But also it didn't make any sense logically. Like Megatron,
he turned into a big ass gun.
He was bigger than everybody. He turned into like
you had the
he's right. Everybody had the gun. Yeah, he's right.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about as far as a toy, it made sense.
Yeah.
But as far as logic in the show, Megatron was one of the biggest Decepticons. He transformed into something that could be in his boy's hand.
Yeah.
It was like, what the fuck happened? Who imagined that one? You know what I mean? But we accepted it. Now, when he became Galvatron, they fixed that. He became a big ass cat cannon type shit. Like, all right, yeah, I'm a nerd. Yo,
That's all right.
I'm gonna delve deep in my nerdhood. You remember the
And the
wheeled?
Centurion.
You remember the Wheeled Warriors? Anybody?
That's some old shit. It ain't last that long though, Fliz.
Wait,
Yo.
then
That was trash.
Hold up, I feel like WWF had a cartoon too back then. Early.
I don't remember that.
Early.
Who?
Yes, sir. WWF. They
No,
had
I don't remember.
Not
that.
WWE.
He's right.
WWF.
When they were WWF, they had a
fucking
wrestling cartoon. They had a wrestling cartoon.
Yeah.
It ain't last that long, but they had a wrestling
Yeah,
That's
cartoon.
what's up. I don't
What's the dude that had a
Hulk
he used to
Hogan,
have
of course they used Hulk
he had a
Hogan
mask
because
on
he
his face. He was
face.
one of the biggest wrestlers. He had the mask. I think he died too. He was on there. It was Hulk Hogan, Jimmy Snuka, Andre the Giant.
Yep.
Damn, it's
They
another
had
dude.
Bobby Heenan on it. They had all of them on there too.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Down in
Damn, I
Fraggle
watched
Rock.
them shit.
Oh, Fraggle Rock.
Fraggle Rock was HBO. You had to pay for that shit. But Fraggle Rock, I used to watch
That
that
show
too.
was fire, man.
But Saturday morning
Dun,
cartoons. So I was in the comic
dun,
books, right?
dun.
This how serious
Dun.
this how serious Saturday morning cartoons was. I was in the comic books. So you would open up the comic books, and in the middle, they would have a splash page of all the new cartoons on Saturday mornings. And I was like, oh my God, what the heck? Like, it was like I couldn't wait. I would wait 3 weeks for these cartoons. I couldn't sleep at night waiting for these. Like, gang, I was like crazy for these cartoons, gang. Let me see. Dang, that was Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio. Damn, is that from Spider-Man? Oh no, Rey Mysterio from the wrestling.
From wrestling, yeah.
He was wrestling.
Not Rey
early.
Mysterio. No, I'm talking
Yeah, I'm
about.
like Rey Mysterio was like, yo,
Okay,
I feel like
so,
Rey Mysterio was
a
like-
little
he's more
bit
modern.
after.
He's more modern, yeah.
Okay, y'all gonna help me figure this out. He had longish hair, muscular. He was after.
The Ultimate Warrior.
That's it. That's what I'm talking about. You got
Yep,
it right
yep.
there. Ultimate Warrior. I believe Ultimate Warrior died. I believe
He
he
did.
passed away.
He did that.
Man, them old wrestlers are dead as hell.
Yeah, but
Wait, because even Randy Savage was on that.
but
back
bitch ass
then.
Hulk Hogan's still alive.
Hogan's still alive, kicking fucking people.
Bitch ass
Yeah.
nigga.
Straight up.
I never thought that shit breaks my heart that Hulk Hogan's a bitch ass motherfucker right now. I'm like, yo, what the
Yeah,
fuck
because
happened?
Hey, yo, you know what's crazy? I got the poster that WrestleMania 3.
You allowed to still rock with him? That's the greatest WrestleMania.
WrestleMania 3.
Well, that one, but the joint with Steve Austin was one of the greatest
yeah,
joints
that
too.
too. But hold up, WrestleMania 3.
Yeah.
That Randy Savage
Macho Man Randy Savage.
and,
Was that
and,
the
and Ricky Steamboat match?
Ricky
That was the
Steamboat?
greatest match, bro. No,
It
that's
was-
serious.
And what was the country dude's name? The big ass country dude. He came out of nowhere. He started rocking with Hulk Hogan, a country motherfucker with it. He's had a hillbilly. He had a
You know what? The Bushwhackers, they were a team. The
no.
Bushwhackers-
This dude. Okay. So he used to have a face. His face. It was two of them.
Oh,
He used to have a face covered up, one eye out like this. It wasn't. It's not the Undertaker.
Oh, sure.
And then he turned to a country wrestler. I don't know if he turned to him, but
I know you're talking.
But he used to have. He would have his faces covered like this, and he'd be looking around like that. Somebody know who I'm talking
I
about.
can't remember his name, bro.
But you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And it's around the time of Hulk Hogan, Jimmy Snooker. Toward the end of that, before Hulk Hogan left and went to
WCW.
yeah, before all that, he was a country motherfucker. So he was a good guy. You have the good guys and bad guy. This was a good guy before he was. First of all, there was a
Not
wrestler.
Dusty Rhodes, right? Not Dusty
There
Rhodes.
was a wrestler, Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Yeah,
Hacksaw
Hacksaw.
Jim Duggan?
Hacksaw.
That's not who I'm talking about. But there was a
But
guy,
he walked like you
Yeah.
said. He did.
Mankind.
Oh, Mankind. All right, okay.
Mankind. But
you know who? I nerdhood.
yeah.
Mick Foley too. That's all these motherfuckers.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
listen.
Mankind was the voice of. If you watch the Aang the Avatar cartoon, you know the dude who was wrestling in the Earth Kingdom, and he was like, "The Boulder says." That's the voice of Mankind acting like The Rock, because The Rock and him were friends in real life.
Okay.
So he did a parody of The Rock says.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
if you
yeah.
watch the Avatar with Aang, the Avatar 1, when he's like, "The Boulder says,"
That's
he's
hilarious.
He's mocking The Rock. Because guess what Earthbenders move? Rock.
That's so
And he
funny.
names himself The Boulder instead of The Rock. So that's my nerd moment for the night. I had a few of them.
The Undertaker was the shit. I think I was like in high school. I couldn't believe the Undertaker was a character. I thought he was real. Yeah, Undertaker. All that wrestling shit was real. We waiting on that shit. Just like you know what else we thought was real was kung fu movies on Sunday. The Kung Fu Theater. All that kung fu
Yo,
shit. Did y'all have it up here in Rhode Island? The Sunday kung fu
Let me
shit.
tell you something, bro. It's funny you just said that.
'Cause I was in
my
DC.
son,
We had the Sunday kung fu
You
theater.
know your son's a kung fu hero.
No, but I just got him into those old kung fu movies, and he didn't know. So I said, all right, I'm gonna put you up on to something. Now I got him on a run of watching the old joints where they're doing voiceovers, and he loves them, bro.
So you put him onto the Bruce Lee joints?
Now Bruce Lee is not what I'm talking about. Bruce Lee is still too new. I'm talking about the old with a hat, like 36 Chambers.
Yeah, before Bruce Lee.
Before Bruce Lee.
You talking about so let's name some of them. You talking about
Super Ninjas, 36 Chambers, Return to 36 Chambers,
where he's like,
Iron Fist.
You're talking about the
Iron Monkey,
the Deadly Venoms.
Yeah, the 5 Venoms.
5 Deadly Venoms.
You killed my father.
You're talking about
them joints.
Yes, you're talking about
any movie made by the Shaw brothers or Run Shaw.
You gonna make me go home and watch some motherfuckers.
So I got my son into those. He's like, oh my god, like, cause you gotta give your kids some culture and some.
Have to.
You know what I mean? And he's like,
culture, Chinese movies, culture. Like, you're right.
Here, watch this Chinese movie.
There's a Jet Li movie where he was like 14 in one of them joints. It's called
Didn't watch Porky.
Fist of Legend.
5 Deadly Venoms.
I think it's
5 Deadly Venoms. Yeah.
I think it's look up Jet Li Fist of Legend karate movie. This shit is banging, bro. I was like, oh snap, this movie's fine.
But you know what's crazy? Like sometimes you forget about them, and then when they pop up like on a TV or something like that, you're like,
yep.
Let me watch this. Then you're like, oh shit, this shit really was. I mean, like,
you know what's crazy too, and this is new.
I Am Monkey.
That new Karate Kid. They got a new Karate Kid with Jet Li and Ralph. It's Jet Li and Ralph Macchio. It's not even. I'm sorry, I said Jet Li. It's Jackie Chan, Ralph Macchio, and a new kid. And Ralph Macchio is not. It don't seem like the universe that Cobra Kai is in. It seems like a different. It seems like the real universe.
It's merged.
Is it?
What they did? They took what I believe is being done. They're taking Jackie Chan's character in a light sense from the Will Smith version, from the but they're also
two different universes though.
No, but I'm saying they're merging it, and because what they're doing is Jackie Chan's protege, who he likes, a kid who's coming up. He's gonna look for Daniel LaRusso to teach him the Miyagi style of fight.
To add to what he's teaching.
To add to what he got. So they're kind of merging the universes where it's like you're gonna have Jackie Chan, that guy
style,
but they're taking the real version of Daniel LaRusso.
Interesting.
And they're gonna because he's the only one who really teaches Miyagi-Do karate still. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of the previews look fire and shit.
It looks crazy.
Bro, crazy.
No, I'm gonna watch.
Yeah, Buddha Palm was fire, bro.
That's one of the few movies I'm gonna watch in the theater. I'm gonna watch that new Karate Kid. I'm gonna watch that new Superman.
Hold on, you know it comes out Friday, right?
What?
The new Final Destination Bloodlines? I'm in there for that shit.
I'll be a cat.
I'm not gonna be watching that. I'm not gonna be watching a log falls off a truck and like bang bang. Like I get it.
This is crazy. I stopped watching the movies.
Why?
Because I be on the highway and I be seeing some wild shit, and I'm like, damn, I need to move over. Hey yo, we's behind. Hey yo, you know what?
Yeah.
Hey yo, so we on a road trip.
You can't watch that shit without thinking about that.
Me and Niche, you know, I'm driving, smoking, driving.
Driving, smoking.
That's
why you're paranoid. He's like, oh shit.
So now I'm high as shit. I'm just driving. We cruising. She's like, yo, why the fuck are you behind the fucking log truck?
That's rule number one. Ever since that movie came out, you don't ride behind no log truck.
I'm just driving, bro. I'm just driving like, oh shit.
You don't ride behind no truck with no logs.
You know what I'm saying?
But it's mad ways they dying in that shit.
But hold up, and then now I'm thinking, all right, I'm gonna go by, and then all I'm thinking is shit from the movie. Like the shit snapped.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
The fucking cord goes in the water. Like
I'm like, damn.
But
like,
if you watch all 5 parts they got 5 sequels so far. This is like part 6. There's mad other ways that these people got killed.
Like on this damn roller coaster.
Yo, they had the one where the bridge went out.
Yeah, the bridge.
But part 5 was crazy because if you watch part 5,
then they escaped to Paris and they still died.
You didn't realize part 5 was a prequel to part 1. People didn't know that. If you watch Final Destination Part 5, no one knew it was a prequel till you got to the end of Part 5. You're like, oh shit, this is the prequel to Part 1. Crazy. Like, so watch Final Destination Part 5, and it leads you up to the events of Part 1.
Interesting.
So Part 1 is the plane.
Part 1 is the plane. Well, and it's funny, in Part 5, what happens is when they get through all their death sequences and shit and learning how death kills you. So at the end, they think they're freaking safe and shit. They hop on the plane to Paris. Then there's these high school kids wild, and one's like, we gotta get off the plane. It's dude from part 1, and they're dragging the kids off. So the people in part 5 end up dying on the plane that the people in part 1 got off of. There was this one black dude who celebrated because he thought he cracked the code to death. Like if you kill somebody else, it skips you. Because he ended up killing somebody in part 5, think death skipped him. So he's in a bar at the end celebrating. Guess what happened? The nigga died because part of the plane that blew up dropped on the club he was in and smashed him. The engine fell in the bar.
Right, wait,
you know what I mean?
Too much. Now
Part 5 was a prequel to part 1. They brought it back. But part 6, this new shit. Yeah, well, you see the commercial, right? Yo, it's about a woman who, like, let's say, like back in the 60s, learned how to cheat death, and she had family members and her grandkids. So death is coming for the whole bloodline because none of them niggas should have been born. Yeah. She just kept creating family and escaping death. So I was like, I gotta see it. I'm a nerd for movies like that, yo. I am going to see this shit.
Listen.
So what's your favorite horror movie?
Before we get out of here,
13,
real quick, what's your favorite? Friday 13th. What's yours, Flizzy?
Give me some thought. My favorite.
So,
oh shit.
Halloween, Annabelle.
My scariest is like Exodus.
Exorcist.
Hellraiser.
Hellraiser.
Gave me,
that shit is
I was a kid that scared the shit out of me as a kid.
Hellraiser?
Yeah.
I can't. Hey, yo, to be honest, I don't even watch that right now. Hey, yo, but I heard
Amityville.
I heard they're making a new Cujo.
That's gonna be tough to recreate.
I know, but that shit was crazy too.
They're gonna probably have a genetically enhanced dog or some bullshit. You know what? I'm gonna say my favorite horror film.
Homebody, you gotta watch Sinners. Hold up, before you say that,
Yeah.
You gotta watch Sinners. I went to the movie, watch Sinners. I love that movie.
I still didn't see that.
I love that movie. It ain't scary like that. It ain't scary like that. It ain't scary like it. It's not a scary movie. Like it's a suspenseful movie. It turns like half the movie is this, then it turns into that. Yeah. But it's not scary. You fine. You'll go watch it. Don't worry about that.
Yo, and to answer your question, I'm a nerd for the old like horror films like Christine, shit like that. You know what I mean?
You fuck with Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
Yeah, stuff. I like them old slasher films and the old movies with like, I don't know, like.
Oh, look, as I said it, look.
Right? I did like the Scream series though. Them Scream movies will fly.
I like Scream. Freddy, everybody fucking Freddy.
I like Scream. And they had several Screams recently.
Yeah.
And they got another one coming. Like so Scream ain't gone nowhere.
Yeah, Scream is like
I just watched one last year. They just had another Scream. So that joint ain't going nowhere. Same chick says fucking about he trying to kill their ass.
Oh, know what? I loved all of the Saws too. Like all 10 of them shit.
Phantasm.
The Saw was fire, yeah.
Just the whole concept of how everything is, and I'm like, damn, he still ain't dead. I thought he was dead. But you know what I'm saying? Like, how the hell is he still alive? I thought he died. Damn, I thought he had cancer. Like, what the fuck?
So we went long because we didn't have one last week, so we went over.
I didn't realize.
If Fliz got to get home, he got a 30-minute ride. What was that we was talking about that you haven't seen? You could listen to it in the car. You ain't heard it. We talking about something earlier. He's like, I didn't hear that. We talking about some album you haven't heard. I was like, you can listen to that on the way. We talking about something. Did you hear Redman?
Yeah, I heard Redman. Hell yeah.
It was something you haven't heard that you probably can listen to. Well, we're gonna get out of here, gang. Listen, still ain't seen him waiting on the bootleg.
I got a video out. Take Flight.
TJ Source, Take Flight.
I filmed that out in Vegas.
You
know what I'm saying? Yeah, we about to be in ATL in July, and I'll be in Cali in August. You know
we messed up, gang. We never told him to do this. Head on over to black-yeti.com. That's right. Black-yeti.com. Make sure you head over. I didn't even hold up the product. Hold on 1 second.
I need some of that wax when I leave.
And listen.
Black sheets, matter of fact.
If you are into THC infused products or things of that nature,
like I am,
black-yeti.com. What's this? The wax. Pure and premium concentrate.
Let me put my hand on.
As soon as I open this thing, it just comes through it permeates the whole room. Go to the black-yeti.com. You gotta put a dash in the black-yeti.com. Head over there. They got the gummies and all that good stuff like that there. They do not got these pre-rolls. I'm about to smoke this. But listen, let me see. cherry limeade. This is the online drink mix. You make Kool-Aid out of this. This is
We're gonna do that on one of
high
these
aid
cookouts that we're going
All right.
at the video shoot for fresh.
Wait, I need the black. Let me get some of those sheets.
Where these?
The sheets, yeah.
These are the longest burning sheets, according to Black Dash Yeti, in the country. You cannot get these black sheets many places other than black-yeti.com. Salute homebody in the building.
Those papers are made out of cryptochronic, kind of like.
We apologize. We was not here last week, but we are here this week. I hope y'all had a good time. I hope y'all enjoyed yourself. We kept it cool. Yellow Girl, we appreciate you. Good night, everyone. This was fun. Salute Sims in the building.
For moderators, yo. We need moderators.
And we're going to keep that pushing. We appreciate it.
Challz. We need moderators.
It's a lot of work to put that on somebody, but yes, we are. Let me see. They have drinks you can mix. Oh, they serious over there, Black Yeti. Dead ass. Head over to black-yeti.com. Listen, it's crazy right now. Make sure you check us out every Wednesday night. We try to be here. And I'm going to start showing. When Fliz or TJ or me, we can't be here, I'm going to start showing reruns. So when you see a rerun, just remember that's because we couldn't make it, but we still want to keep a show going. I messed up last week. I was supposed to do that last week. Put a rerun up, but we actually gonna do a show, a whole show, so that it's never been seen before, and we could just put it up when we don't have nobody here, when we cancel. But let me see, no worries. And we need a way to tell y'all that we're canceling. I don't know how to tell y'all that, so we don't got no idea right now to tell y'all that there's no show. But we'll figure that out. But listen, the What Show, we appreciate y'all. I'm Challz Brown.
An artist named Fliz.
We all got music. TJ Source.